Ladies and gentlemen,
Ooh.
welcome to the most special episode of Avillion and Brayden Talks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done, including this one, 100 podcast episodes together. That's a big boy number. And I think the best way to start it off is by bringing something back, something I haven't done in a minute. Um, Gotta crack open a motherfucking Dr. Pepper, dog. Hopefully.
Let me crack with you because I got the last of my ciders here, so
Alright.
let's crack at the same time. All right,
On 3, 2, 1, on one.
after one.
After one. So 3, 2, 1,
Yeah,
go.
3, 2, 1, crack. Yeah.
Okay. You want to count us down?
All right, sure. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh. Hopefully
How the
that went
fuck
well.
did that splash on my keyboard, dog? What the fuck?
These are a little room temps, so I gotta.
You'll have to bear with me for a moment. I got some cleanup to do. This one must have been ready to go, I guess. Maybe there was too much air in the can, and so some liquid popped out. As long as my keyboard still works. Shit.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've done that.
Yeah.
Been a fucking schminute.
Certainly. Okay, sorry, I think my keyboard's clean now.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, shit. This podcast has changed a bit over the course. It started very football focused, where we were gonna like in the very beginning, like we tried to talk about every game. I remember we had the rule of starting with talking about the winner, no matter what. Like
Right.
things have changed and evolved, and I
Things
think
change.
gotten better. Video quality's gotten better, audio quality's gotten better. Um, and now we're here. I've been in 3 different houses through the course of this pod, um, including now owning my own home.
Yep.
A lot of growth has been on the pod. Uh, Hair changes have been showcased
Hair
throughout the
changes.
pod.
Naturally.
We're here. We've done 100. Man,
Look at us.
that feels good. So to dive into the pod to get us really started, I'm gonna kick it over to the co-host of 100 episodes of Avillion and Brayden Talks, Avillion Talks himself, Jacob. How you doing?
Feel great. Feel great. I'm happy we're here. Happy we made it. Happy to be once again talking with my best friend, which I have the
Yep.
pleasure of doing every single Tuesday at roughly 6:30 Eastern time.
Yep.
Give or take a few. Um, Mostly every week, of course. We've had reasons to miss some.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes we just don't, and sometimes shit comes up. But for the most part, we're here, and this is a regular thing, and I feel blessed, truly, that I
Yeah.
get to just that we just never get tired of this. That this is fun for us,
Mhm.
and it's really just two dudes talking.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's just two good friends just chopping it up.
Yeah, just having something
Shit's awesome.
set, like a set thing between friends. Like, hey, this is,
Hmm.
we do this, and
Yeah,
following through
this is
on it.
our thing.
Yeah,
It's
and
fucking awesome.
following through on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And yeah, as far as how I'm doing well. I got 2 Thanksgivings coming up. I have first I'll be going to my dad's house, and then I'll be going to a family friend because that's where my mom is spending Thanksgiving. And I've known her for years too, so and her family. Very excited to see them. Very excited to see the dog. Her name is Nina. She's a really sweet pit bull.
Nina.
She's a lovely lady.
Nina.
Love Nina to death. She's so kind.
Nina.
And speaking of lovely lady, I do have an onyx just over my shoulder here. She's in view this time, so rare for her to be in view. Uh, Got the blankets over there. My bed sheets are in the dryer right now. They actually finished drying right before we started the pod. That was like 2 minutes before called, so I wouldn't have had time to put the sheets on it. But yeah, 2 Thanksgivings coming up. I started personal training last week. I had my first session. That was nice. Um, been back in the gym. Um, I got sick, and then after I got sick, I just hadn't gone back since then. So it sucks when like you get a setback and like it's so hard to like get back into it.
Yeah.
Trying to get back into it now. Um, yeah, none. I feel nice, feel good. Uh, let's see. There was something else. It has escaped. Yeah, it might just be. No, the session was good. Was it? I swear I had something else. Like, yeah, that's just it is what it is. I'll just give the floor over to you.
Alright.
No, sorry, the beard is coming back slowly but surely.
Slowly but
That's
surely.
what I was wanting to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting any Discord mod allegations today. It's coming back, so we're looking less in that realm. Okay, so, Brayden, how are you doing? How are you feeling today on episode 100?
Episode 100. Dude, I'm feeling great. Yeah, this podcast has been a blast to do. With my best friend. In terms of right now, okay, my wrist. I don't know what I did specifically, but it's just been like sore. Like I tweaked it. I don't know what I did exactly.
Because you were stroking my shit crazy style last night. That's what it must have been.
Must have been. Fucking stroked it through Discord. Yeah, but it's just been like a lingering little issue. But other than that, I've been good. Had like a work Thanksgiving thing today. Actually, let me just share the plate with you. Let me show you the plate. That the work Thanksgiving provided.
Yeah.
This bitch was loaded up.
Oh shit! I had mine last week and I did.
Yeah.
No, I had...
So there is a lot of food. I might say some stuff about the coworkers, but hey, some of them boys can cook. Some of them boys can grill. Some of them boys can fry a turkey.
My boy can work a grill.
Yeah.
That is a nice looking plate.
Loaded up.
Yeah, of course got the roll, some bacon, some rice. Okay.
It's like layered because like most of the meats are underneath all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, mashed potatoes in there. Casserole, the stuffing.
Like,
yeah, it was fucking good.
Mac and cheese too. Looks like it.
Yeah, there's mac and cheese in there.
Fantastic.
Shells.
Fantastic.
The better way to have mac and cheese.
Yeah, shells are great. My coworker made this like blueberry cheesecake. I had a plate full of the regular food. I had a plate and a bowl full of the dessert. So I'm like, fuck it, right? Like it is what it is. Like it's that time of year. So yeah, I demolished it. I tore that shit up. Somebody made some pudding. It was fantastic. Some peach cobbler. It was good. Excuse. Somebody brought a spiral ham, like one with like the crust on the side. Don't ever leave me in a room with a spiral ham. It will not be there when you get back. Like, I'll fuck up the ham. I'll eviscerate. Is that a San Antonio Commanders cup?
That is a San Antonio Commanders cup.
That's awesome. Shout out the fucking. Was that wasn't the AFL, was it?
AAF.
AAF, that's what that was.
This even has the league logo on here. I don't think
the Alliance of American Football.
No, it doesn't have the league logo, but yep, 2019 San Antonio Commanders inaugural season schedule is on this bitch. The inaugural and only one. I don't.
Somebody sent me the post today of the Orlando Apollos when they were like, "We're the first team to ever clinch a playoff berth in the Alliance of American Football," and I don't even think they played the playoffs that year. I think the season got canceled before the playoffs.
Probably not.
Rest in peace to the Orlando Apollos, man.
Yeah, it's also a memento of one of my parents' crazier fights right before we went out to that game. They were arguing about money, and my dad was like, "It would be better if the drive there, if we crash, it would be better if I died." so we could get the life insurance money that paid the medical bills.
Jesus.
And as the guy who was
Christ.
going to be in the car with him, I was like, "Don't talk like that, please. Let's not talk like that right now."
When somebody you're in the goddamn you're in the car with the guy and he climbs to 130 and he's like, I really loved her, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, yo,
Oh
do this
my
on your own
God.
time. Like,
Juice World blasting. You're like, "Oh
Yeah.
fuck."
hey, wait a
Lucid Dreams is playing. You're like, "Oh fuck." Yeah. Let's see. What else? Oh, I went Christmas decoration shopping.
yes, sir.
It was pretty much mostly just for the outside, although I did get me and Dirk stockings, because the stocking me and Dirk have had previously is like with my mom, and it's going to be up in her house because that's where we're going to actually be doing Christmas. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so it's mostly for the outside. I did get like a new Dirkmas tree, a bigger one, to fit more ornaments onto, and then I got like a little dancing tree to put in the house, like those, like it's like this tall. You press a button and it fucking dances around. But while I was shopping, because I was shopping with a friend, and I told them like because I needed to get Big Red and Dr. Pepper for the Thanksgiving thing at work. That's what I signed up to get, with some drinks. Mm-hmm. Forgot the Dr. Pepper, so all I did was bring the Big Red, which is actually why I even had this Dr. Pepper to pour in the first place. It ended up working out because otherwise I wouldn't have had a Dr. Pepper to open up on the 100th episode, and that works perfectly. But anyways, I told them, I was like, I need Big Red. They gave me a weird look, and I was like, oh, it's for work, because and they were like, yeah, okay, good, because like Big Red has a lot of Red 40, really bad for you. And I was like, does it have Red 40 or does it have Room 40? And they were like, what's Room 40? And I was like, Room 40's nuts. I got them in the fucking Target. Got their ass in the fucking Target. Got a D's nuts joke off. Yes, got them.
Legendary.
That's the one that and Dirk is visible.
Hey, Dirk.
That's the one that Josh
Okay.
Allen, I think, got off on the PFT guys.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I don't love the PFT guys, so good. They're kind of annoying. So yeah, good on Josh. I have a rant when you're done about advanced stats nerds. Finish your thing.
I saw that. I mean, is it related to that one post you sent? I mean,
it's explicitly related. I mean, that guy was getting rightfully cooked by everybody, but still, I want to bring it up because it's funny.
I mean, just the lack of a way. I don't know how that came out of his mouth, but yeah, I don't think I really have anything else.
Gotcha.
You wanna get into this little rant?
All right, yeah. Let's just so I don't misrepresent this guy at all. Let's get the exact quote. Jarvis, pull up the exact verbiage of this guy's tweet.
Jarvis, pull up this guy's Ancestry.com.
Okay, so his initial tweet: people criticize Shedeur Sanders after one quarter, yet J.J. McCarthy and Cam Ward continually suck every single. Frankly, J.J. McCarthy gets blasted. I don't know why people keep making this comparison with J.J. McCarthy and like people pretending he doesn't get shit on.
Yeah,
J.J. McCarthy gets shit on more than anybody.
I was gonna say,
frankly, deserved at this point. He's in Jamarcus Russell territory. As
I've
far
seen
as
that
like
stats, yeah.
how bad he's been played. Like I get it, but still, like we don't need to pretend that's not happening. It is. But anywho. This was tweeted during Cam Ward's best game of the season by far. So somebody said, someone isn't watching the Titans today, lol. And this guy's response was, why would I? I'll check the passing / dropback efficiency data after the game.
Ew!
I have always said, and I maintain this, advanced stats are a useful and valuable tool.
Yes.
However,
A tool.
anybody that doesn't use advanced stats in conjunction with the game film is a tool, but a much less useful and less valuable. Because, frankly, first of all, the advanced metrics actually do back up Cam Ward this week. He was 5th in EPA this week, so the advanced metrics are actually very kind to Cam. But even in games where they haven't been, like, those stats ultimately do still revolve around some level of production. And if your supporting cast is terrible and you don't end up producing, like, yeah, okay, it's not going to reflect very well in the advanced metrics because those are still production-based metrics. There's more context behind them, but they are still production-based at the end. So if your offensive line sucks and your offensive staff sucks and your skill position players suck.
You're without your head
Yeah,
coach.
yeah, you're not going to produce. You're not going to produce a lot. And mind you, Cam Ward, without his wide receiver 1, without his wide receiver 3, while being the team's leading rusher, missing his left tackle for more than half the game, missing his center by the end of the game, had an incredible game against Seattle. I mean, Cam, since the bye week, his eyes and his feet have been where they need to be much more often, especially the way he's manipulated the defense with his eyes in the last couple of weeks. He had a no-look pass in this game where he was looking at the safety, looking the safety off, and then just threw it to the opposite direction to a wide open man on target. And like that's awesome. That's awesome to see that kind of growth. And it's like some of the throws he was making. I sent you the the screenshot from the throw of like he's getting hit in the ribs, both cleats off the ground as he's releasing that ball, and it's to a wide open Restrepo, and it's on target. Restrepo catches it. That's that Peter Griffin green FN. Like, it doesn't fucking matter that you should theoretically be sacking him on this play, because he is one of few quarterbacks who can do shit like that. And that's like, it's not even to say he's going to end up as good as some of the other guys. Like, we've seen Mahomes do that. We've seen Josh Allen do that. Cam Ward can do those things. That's not to say Cam Ward is going to be right up there with those guys. He could be. He may not be. I won't know until we see it, right? But to know that that's there, to know that he has that option if he needs it, like, you can't teach that. That shit, like, some guys just got it. And all right, cool. If he can,
makes the Titans head coaching job look fucking nice.
Well, you know who had a great audition for that job? Clint Kubiak in this game, who is probably second on my list. Jesse.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I mean that was pretty much it. Like when you know, head coaches or candidates are like the valued ones. They're like, when they kind of have a say in where they go more so. They're like, number one, what's the quarterback situation?
Yeah.
Young Cam Ward, who's got all these flashes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that looks nice. And I would get a lot of credit, like directly, if I come in there and make his second year look great.
Yep. Well, you know who was really people who were saying, like, Seahawks fans on Twitter might have been hyping up Cam Ward more than Titans fans were during and after this game. They had nothing but nice things to say because they saw it. Yeah. And like,
because they don't watch him week to week. They probably only see stats or hear some things, and maybe they hadn't heard good things. Even though I think the consensus out there has been Cam Ward, good, no help, like, just not his fault.
Or at the very least, it's impossible to evaluate even if it does look bad, because there's nothing around him.
Yeah,
virtually nothing, anyways. But
so they came in with low expectations, saw him ball out, and were like, oh shit, hold up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Who is that?
My favorite one was the guy who was like, we played Cam Ward before his year 2 leap. Thank you, Roger Goodell. Like, yeah, absolutely. When you play that, like, that's probably how teams felt playing Drake May last year, when they were like, yeah, this guy's going to be a problem pretty soon. It's just New England was terrible around him. Yeah, I don't know that I'm not saying Tennessee's going to be as good next year as New England is right now in May. It's just that, like I feel pretty confident that if they get the coach right, like, next year's team's gonna be a lot more fun to watch. And if nothing else, like, they'll be better than 1-10 hopefully through 11 games. They will have at least have 2 wins up to this point. It hasn't looked pretty, obviously, always, but Cam Ward's growth, really since the bye week, has been awesome, especially the last 2 games, really, especially the Seattle game. Just because it was so much proof of concept for just really elevating everyone around me. He's throwing to James Prochet and Xavier Restrepo and Mason Kinsey and Van Jefferson. Like, those were his wide receivers in this game. Along with Jim DK, who I love. Jim DK. I would never say anything bad about Jim. Still has work to do as a receiver, though. Like, he's not arrived yet completely in that capacity. But had a 90-yard punt return touchdown in the game. Every week he continues to just, like, he doesn't even look like he's running fast, and then by the time he scores, you're like, oh shit, it's over. Like, because he runs so fast, he don't even look like he looks like he's running in slow motion, because he's kind of a longer stride kind of guy, and so he'll just, like, it looks like he's still getting up to speed, and then he's in the end zone. and that's it. It's done. But he sees the Titans have blocked very well in the return game this year, which all credit to Bones Fossil. He's like, I don't care who the head coach is next year. Do everything you can to retain Bones Fossil. I need him back. I like special teams has been awesome. Joey Sly is kicking the best year of his career. Jim Dike is going to be the first team All Pro returner, and deservedly so. Frankly, he's been just lights out. Um, yeah, but yeah, great game from Cam. Advanced stats nerds who don't watch any film probably don't even really like football that much if they're only like if your idea of watching football is busting out the calculator and the spreadsheet, you don't actually like football very.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not to
just
say you
weird.
can't do those things, but yeah, exactly. Like why would I watch it when I can just look at the metric? Like because it's football. Because the metrics wouldn't exist without what happens on the field. Like there's context for this.
Yeah.
But
Anytime if I were thinking of to looking up some advanced metric, I would have seen something and been like, this is good. I just can't articulate exactly why this is so good, and then just find a stat that like words it good and like helps me prove whatever agenda I'm pushing.
it really is the best example of like that meme with like the two people on the bus. Like one of them's like sulking on this side,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one's smiling and looking at the sun on this side. That's advanced stats nerds versus that boy nice
Hey,
watchers. That's
that boy not
that boy nice watchers are always gonna be happier than these fucking dorks whose idea who spend more time looking at a spreadsheet than looking at the football field. Like at the end of the day, one of those two is probably a lot happier with how they consume the sport. Uh, I know, I'm happy personally, and I do definitely. I like advanced metric again. Like I will never. I have maintained for years. They are useful. They are like they're cool to look at. It's nice to know, but it's never going to trump what you actually see. Just it is what it is. So the eye test is always going to be the most valuable you have. I don't think there's ever going to be any metric that somebody invents that is going to be more valuable than just look, because you can't quantify certain like that throw to Restrepo on the run, like buying all that time waiting for somebody to get open. You can't quantify that in an Excel spreadsheet. Like that is something that is just, you have to see it to believe because that's not normal. We think it's normal now because Mahomes kind of broke the barrier back in 2018 when every week it was like, oh, he's breaking the rule of quarterback, like all the rules of quarterback, and it doesn't matter because it's successful. And then we saw other guys, Mahomes opened the floodgates. We started seeing other guys do it, and now it's commonplace. This shit has not been normal for a long time. This was taboo up until the last like little less than a decade. And it's nice that he's one of the few who has that sort of skill set. So um, I've always felt good about Cam. Like I never entertained any sense of like having a competition next year. No, the job is Cam's like 100%. But it's nice that he's clearly showing some upward trajectory after the bye week, so that I don't have to fucking argue with anybody about this. Like we can all just agree, okay, yeah, Cam's gonna be the starter next year. Let's get the new coach in the room, see what he wants to do with him. I would really love Clint Kubiak, man. I really like. I saw somebody had posted like the only receiver ever to average more yards per target in a season than JSN is right now is Brandon Ayuk in 2023. And the 49ers passing game coordinator in 2023 was Clint Kubiak, who is the offensive coordinator right now for Jackson Smith and Jigba. So I want to know what he can do with Mekhi Lemon in Tennessee next year, or Carnell Tate, or Jordan Tyson, whatever his option, his pick is. Like I'd love it. Love it. He's higher on my list. He's getting higher on my list every week, I feel like. So I'd be thrilled. I don't know if they would want to go with a guy whose dad was a coach after the Brian Callahan debacle, but at least Kubiak has called plays. He's done it for 2 years now. Like, whereas Brian Callahan had never done it when we hired him.
You got to not take anything like, oh, there's like a weird character like I don't know overlap here. Just
They shouldn't approach it that way. They shouldn't. I 100% agree.
especially something like that.
Yeah, offensive guy who's young, whose dad was a coach. Like, yeah, that's not something they should look at as karaoke.
So there's more and more of those. So like you
Yeah, yeah. But I think like I like Kubiak a lot, man. I want to watch some of his like press conference stuff just to see how he is with media, like just get some sense of his personality more.
yeah.
Because that matters a lot to me too. Like as far as how coaches like, I love hearing Sean McVay talk. Like everything Sean McVay does on the field, he's great. But Sean McVay's great at the podium too, and it's just this guy's just fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He's my favorite coach in the league. He has been for a long time. I'd love Sean McVay if the Rams don't like if the Rams are just willing to like. I'll trade the first overall pick for Sean. Probably next year's first. I don't give.
That's not ridiculous.
I'll,
That's not ridiculous to say that.
I'll trade the next 5. I don't fucking care. Like Borgonzi's a good GM. He'll make do. Like he's done a great job this year. Marcus Harris as the starting nickel since McCreary's been traded. Marcus Harris has been fucking awesome. Like Harris was targeted 3 times in this game. Did not allow a catch. Had 2 PBUs. He had a pressure on the Seahawks' first drive as a blitzer. He pressured Sam Darnold at one point. And again, these aren't the Bible, but 89.0 PFF grade. I'll take it.
It's a tool. It's a tool.
It's a tool, and the film backed it up. Yeah, I mean, he looked good. I thought he looked good during the game, and I mean, 2 PBUs on 3 targets. You'll take that. If 30 or if 2/3 of your targets result in you knocking the ball away, not just an incompletion, but you forcing the incompletion, you're taking that every single day. So. Yeah, he's been awesome. If he keeps playing like this, I have no problem with the Titans just making him the starting nickel going into next year because that is just one more hole you don't have to fill. So the McCreary trade just ends up looking better because frankly, he's playing better right now than McCreary was before he got traded. So, and I love Roger McCreary, and I'm very happy he got to go to a team like the Rams. I think it's a great fit for him. Obviously, they've revived Emmanuel Forbes' career. He's looked fucking awesome. Shout out Chris Shula. He'll definitely be getting some head coaching interviews this offseason. But yeah, Marcus Harris has been awesome. Kevin Winston Jr. has been awesome. We haven't seen Jackson Slater yet. Khalil Mullings just got back off IR. I don't think he had a carry in this game, but from the guys we have seen on the field, they've all at least shown something. So yeah, fuck it, build a Mike Bergonzi statue 5 years in the new stadium. I'm ready. I think that's about all I wanted to discuss with that. Mostly Cam Ward, but yeah, just fucking awesome, man. Shout out Cam Ward. Very excited for his future. We can move on now, though.
All right, to what's supposed to be the main topic here for the
Main event.
for the 100th episode. A little 37 questions to ask your best friend. I didn't read over all these questions, so we'll just see what happens as we go. They're broken up in categories. So this first one is questions about them. Question number 1. What's on your bucket list?
I want to go back to Germany at some point. 100%. Like I lived there for 18 months when I was really young. But especially after my grandmother and my uncle just visited, like I'd love to go back at some point, hang out with my cousins. I haven't seen my cousins in I don't even know how long. Yeah, then they seem like cool dudes. My uncle showed me a lot of pictures of them because they just moved into their own place. So, yeah, a lot of high school stuff and whatnot. How life's been treating them. So, yeah, love to go. Would love to go. That's probably number 1 on the list. Just go back to Germany at some point.
Let's see, bucket list for me. I would like to go to. I would want to go to a sports game of all my favorite teams. I've been to a Cowboys game, but I like the standing at the very top of the stadium. Like I want better than that at some point. Go to a Mavs game, and go to a Stars game. Go to a Wings game. Those would all be nice. Go to Japan would be awesome. Especially with more Nintendo stuff getting built out there, different Pokemon parks getting built out there. Would love to go check it out because there's one Pokemon park you have to take a quick fitness test beforehand for them to let you enter.
Interesting.
It's really minor. Like it's not going to eliminate that much people. It's just I think it's just being able to go up a certain amount of stairs or steps. But yeah. Yeah. Question number 2. Who do you admire the most?
That's a good question.
Who do I admire? Admire is
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
I don't really. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't really like look up to people, I would say, but I don't like as far as just like general admiration goes.
Give me Luka Doncic. That that
I love Luka
that
Doncic,
big
but he's
smile, supermodel wife.
bless you.
Thank you. Absolute
Oh,
hooper.
wait a minute. Hang on. Colin Cowherd,
Yo,
100%.
great take. I know your reasoning. We
Colin
talked about it
Cowherd,
before. Great
100%.
take.
Again, that's the dream
One of your
right
best
there.
takes.
When I'm old, yo, let me talk some bullshit. Let me spit the old head ball,
Oh,
and then let me go home to the wife. That's and get paid millions to do it. That's the life right there.
and noted, not creep.
Noted, not creep, respectful and professional.
Yeah, that's
That's how I want people to see me. So
Goated.
yeah, shout out Colin
Colin
Cowherd.
Cowherd.
Mentioned one time in the lawsuit, and purely just so she could say,
Not
oh, yeah,
weird.
Yeah, he was respectful and professional, not weird at all. Great dude.
Bruh,
And again, because that is a man who loves his wife.
what I would do to
That is a
see
man who
his
goes
react,
home
like
and loves his wife.
I would love to see his immediate reaction to hearing that news. Like, he just got to be like, yes, I'm him. Holy fuck!
I haven't watched. I gotta start watching Colin again, just because I love him. Like I can't quit him.
Dude,
Like
you got
I
every.
don't agree with hardly anything he says, but that's the fun in it. Like it's like he's just spitting old head ball, and I'm like, fuck it, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
The
why
clips,
not,
the
right?
clips pop up on my YouTube every now and then, and I'm like, what's Colin talking about right now?
Like I remember this was years ago. He was doing a show with Joel Klatt. I don't remember what draft this was. I think this was 2019 or 20.
He still gets clad on all the time. That's his fan base's favorite
That's
guest.
his dog, yeah. He's a great Klatt's a
They're
smart
always
guy.
like, I love when
Great
Klatt
football.
gets on here and just fucking demolishes Cowherd in every debate
That's what
they
it is.
have.
That's what's so funny. Is whenever Colin brings like a real football guy on, like Joel Klatt, because Colin was like talking about the Wonderlick, and he was like, "It's valuable." Klatt was like, "Yeah, not really." He was like, Colin was like, "Don't you just want to know?" And Klatt was like, I don't really care. Like, I could take it or leave it. Like, I'm not really concerned with it. Yeah. No, I like. Again, Colin's great by himself because he just gets on a roll. But he's great when there's somebody to check him too, because it does bring you back to reality that,
Dude,
oh yeah, this is just old head talk.
Peak
Really
Colin Cowherd was fucking Sam Darnold coming out of the draft. I had never seen a man love another man.
Chunky coastal kid with a Midwest ethos and blue collar work ethic.
Yes, and hey, he wasn't wrong. Brother was just early.
Never wrong, just early.
Was not wrong, just early.
Never wrong, just early. That's how it is, right? I didn't watch anything of him from the. Did he gloat at all last season, or was he like celebrating like Sam Darnold's resurgence?
I think I know he at least said, y'all know I love Sam Darnold. he definitely,
I'm sure
he hit
I'm
that
sure
at least.
Threw it in there at some point where it was like, now y'all know I was a big fan coming out, you know.
He probably had he definitely like talked. He definitely had a segment where he probably was like, he goes to the Jets and then to the Panthers, and we're surprised you get a guy like that's willing to put his nose down and work. You put him in a good system, and what do you get? You get 14-3 and a playoff berth. He probably. I would hope anytime he talks about Jackson Smith and Jigba's numbers, he just goes, "And who's throwing him that ball? And who's throwing that ball to him?"
Yeah, I know he's on pace to break the record, but the last guy who broke the record, he had Matthew Stafford throwing to him. It's a great quarterback. It's time for you guys to admit Sam Darnold's a great quarterback. Yeah. And you know what? It is, frankly.
To put up those numbers, like,
get with the fucking program, dog. I don't care that half of Sam Darnold's production is ASN. The program, man. That's
if your favorite quarterback was playing in Seattle, most of his production's probably going to JSN too, because JSN is just like that.
If he's open, I'm not gonna fault Cam for Sam from throwing it to him. Freudian slip.
Well, you put your favorite quarterback in that situation.
Right. Well, yeah, Cam Ward will be spamming that shit too. He targeted Restrepo 6 times on Sunday. Cam likes his guys. If he had a guy like JSN, yeah, he'd be spamming the fuck out of him too. Which is Sam Darnold. Like, that one game where it was like the first drive of the game, and it was like Sam Darnold had 5 completions for 77 yards and a touchdown, and JSN had 5 catches for 77 yards and a touchdown. It's like, that's how you fucking do it right there, man. If you gotta, you gotta.
Especially because, like, it's working. They're winning.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. It's like
they're 8-3.
It's not like, hey, he's force feeding a guy. The defense knows what's coming, and the offense is getting shut down. It's like, no, they're putting up points. They're fucking winning.
And it's not just that. Like, you have an incredible offensive coordinator who knows how to best utilize JSN. He's finding good ways to get him open, and JSN's a great receiver. JSN's gonna find good ways to get open too. Like, he had a touchdown in this game with Amani Hooker. Amani Hooker was in good position. It was good coverage. But JSN gave him a little shove, not like enough to be like OPI, but the hand moves faster than the eyes. More often than not, officials do not call this when receivers do like the little shove right before the catch point.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't usually get called, and I don't think it should, frankly. I think it's just good wide receiver technique. The best receivers in the league, for the most part, all do it. It's if it works, it works. So, yeah, can't be hating on a guy for like it's just like when he was in Minnesota. Like, if he's targeting Justin Jefferson, like, okay, it's Justin Jefferson. Like, I wish JJ McCarthy threw it to just chucked it up to Jefferson.
Hey,
more.
as a fucking Justin Jefferson fantasy owner, yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. I'm getting 8 points from Justin Jefferson. What the fuck are we doing?
There was a play in this last week's game where somebody was breaking it down where he's like, JJ has Jefferson open. It's not like wide open, but it's NFL open. But he throws it to a covered check down instead. And of all people who took issue with this, Connor Stallions, the Michigan coach that was like the scapegoat for the whole cheating scandal, Connor Stallions had something to say about this. I thought that was funny. But no, Jefferson was open, and JJ throws it to a covered check down instead of just throwing it to a guy who was absolutely NFL open. And it's like, no, just rip it, man. Just fucking just rip it. I wish he would. I wish he would more often. But
rip it real good. The next question is one we've talked about. If you could request a superpower, what would it be? And I think we both said like connection. Yeah, Speed Force connection. So we'll move on.
I'm sad.
What would be your perfect day? Wake up, balls licked.
Wake up. Step one. Wake up. Both cats in the bed. Awesome. Both cats in the bed. It's a Sunday. There's football on. Feel great. Slight drizzle outside. I go back to bed. I wake up again. Have my morning coffee. Have some Panera bread. Why not? Right? It's the perfect day. Let's have some Panera bread. Let's have a chicken bacon rancher to start the day.
Okay, Panera finally gets way into the perfect day. Shout out Panera bread. Had that recently.
Shout out Panera bread. A Tennessee Titans win. It's important. And then, maybe there's a fine shit in my life at this point. Maybe fine shit comes over after the game, or maybe she even wants to watch the game with me, or hell, maybe she stay the night. She wakes up into bed with.
I was thinking my perfect day definitely starts off with I'm cuddling fine shit and Dirk is laid up like I'm in the fucking middle here. I'm cuddling and Dirk's back to back with me.
You're the little spoon.
I'm in a love sandwich.
Absolutely, that's how it should be right there.
That's how my day starts.
Yeah, and you know what? Just hanging out with the lady. I'll cook us some dinner. Maybe have a glass of wine. And then it don't take much, man. I'm easy. I don't need to do nothing crazy.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I wake up like that. I wake up, breakfast. We're doing bacon for sure. We got some orange juice, and I'm trying. You know what? Perfect day. This. We're not gonna think about our macros. Give me some fucking give me some chocolate chip pancakes in that bitch. A little bit of whipped cream in there too, just for the fun of it.
Just a dollop at the top, just
something
for
cute.
Decoration.
That's the breakfast. Noon games. I'm watching Red Zone. We're skipping around. My fantasy teams are dominating. Which, by the way, I did go 3-0 this week. First time in a minute I went 3-0 in fantasy.
Proud of you.
The noon games are playing. The 4 o'clock window, 3 o'clock window, that's when the Cowboys play. Get to watch them, focus on them while eating wings for lunch. I do a late lunch. I slept in. So breakfast is a little later, lunch a little later. Late lunch, watching the Cowboys game, eating some wings. Sunday night kicks in. Sunday night banger. I don't care the two teams, but banger. Instant classic. We're watching Week 1 Ravens Bills. We're watching Seattle Tampa, that game. Like we watching the caliber of that game. Sunday Night Football.
Speaking of banger, have you seen this Thanksgiving slate?
No.
This is like the best Thanksgiving slate we've had in I don't even know how long. Because you got Cowboys
Well,
playing
we'll talk about it during picks.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. My fault.
And Sunday night, the food, Chili's Triple Dipper ordered in. That's what I know that's doubling up on wings because that's what I get on my Triple Dipper. Perfect day. I don't give a fuck. It's wings. It's football. Football and wings together, I can double up. Let's see. After that, me and homegirl, we're playing Mario Party. I win, obviously. Perfect day.
Of course.
But it comes down to the last bonus star. It's competitive, but I get that relief of winning a tight game.
Maybe you get some other kind of relief later in the night too.
I literally about to say fucking and go to bed. Fuck and go to bed. We both finish. Me last.
Fall asleep naked.
Perfect day.
Fall asleep naked.
I'll put my underwear back on because I get scared sometimes that my balls will twist at night, even though the underwear wouldn't do anything. Not that I don't occasionally still sleep, with my balls out, but perfect day.
Fairs.
I finish in them. I'm getting too specific now, but that's perfect day. Romantic eye contact when it happened. I'm in love.
In them. We got a non-binary shouty on the... He's getting some of that they-them pussy.
Some thussy, dude.
He's getting the thussy.
Yeah, that's the perfect day.
Type shit.
Tom McDonald playing while I fuck. No, just kidding on that part.
You got to put on that AI Charlie Kirk song. Put on the fucking... Yeah, the hootin' and hollering one.
We are Charlie Kirk.
What if instead of saying we are Charlie Kirk, he said we are all outsiders? What if?
Gross.
What do you mean gross?
Gross.
Well, I'm almost done with season 3 of Young Justice. We'll talk about that later.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, what's your favorite musical artist?
Magdalena Bay. We'd go with Magdalena Bay. Absolutely. Well, David Bowie as well. If we're talking about dead artists, living artists.
On the dead homies.
On the dead homies. Quadeca shout in there too. All
time, I'm still going NF. I mean, the peak. When I was into him at the peak, like that was a thing of beauty. Right now, give me Amira Elfelki. Right now. What's your favorite book? I'll go
House of Hades.
I was gonna go Percy Jackson, Lightning Thief to represent the whole series, but I think House of Hades is my favorite out of all of them. Just great Percebeth moments.
In
peak Percebeth moments.
Incredible character study on both of them.
And
love really does conquer all.
It does. And peak Percy just being a fucking demon when needed.
Top dog. Yeah, that's fucking
demon when needed. Yeah.
When push comes to shove, he always stood on business.
You talked about this kind of already, but what's your favorite country or place that you've traveled to?
Purely for travel?
I mean, however you want to take the question.
Oh yeah, Carolina Beach is pretty nice. Yeah, I mean Germany's beautiful. Like, I'm sure I went to a couple different cities at least while I was there. So wherever I went, I don't know, it was really pretty everywhere. So I'll go with that.
For me, I mean, I loved living in Bahrain. That was great. And then also like for like vacation type travel beat, Christmas in Germany, sick as fuck. Gas, absolute gas. Stayed at a nice lodge. Saw some like caverns with like icicles hanging down. That was very beautiful. Slipped on ice. Got made fun of the whole fucking trip for that.
Ideal.
It was white. It looked like fucking snow. It was probably snow over it. I think now that I think about it, because they're like, no, it was clear. I'm guessing I slipped and like brushed off the bit of snow that was on
the
top.
Snow off when you slipped.
And so all they saw was the clear eye. That has to be what happened because they were on my ass. They were like, it was clear, dumbass.
They hating.
Yeah. Oh, that's the Christmas I got. The Flashpoint. The Flashpoint.
Nice
comic. So that's pretty cool.
Good.
What's your favorite dessert?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake. For me,
Sensational.
cheesecake is close. I think it's probably my number 2. My number 1 is a cookie cake. That's what I always get for my birthday. Shit smacks. Just eat. I cut a slice and just eat it like a pizza.
Yeah. My friend made some pumpkin cheesecake that I had a piece of last night and a piece for breakfast this morning. So I went to his place last night to watch some more Young Justice. And
smack your nuts around?
It was delicious.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear.
I love pumpkin flavored anything except coffee. I hate it in my coffee. But I love like pumpkin muffin, pumpkin pie, pumpkin cheesecake. Tearing that shit up. Don't leave me in a room alone with pumpkin cheesecake. I'm obliterating it. Yeah, it was very good.
All right. So then the next segment, we're in the new section, deep questions about them. This one is pretty broad. Do with it as you want. What do you hope for the future?
I know all about pretty broads.
This fucking guy. What do you hope for the future? Your future? The future? It says the future.
Alright, so we're going to go with a few things here. One, we're going to go with a free Palestine. We're going to go with a Cam Ward MVP.
Okay.
We're going to go with a bad bitch in my life. We're going to go with enough money to where I don't have to at least worry about money. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need a lot. I just don't want to worry about it. I don't want to stress it. So it feels like it's like an every month thing where I'm like, all right, now if I do this, I'll still have this left over, so I could, like, I don't want to do.
Right.
Well, that's really it. That's my.
All right, I'll give 4 then. I won't overlap with yours. First one stands true.
Yes.
Let's go with healthcare for all. That's number 1.
Banger. Banger.
Number 2, after reconciling with the ownership, Luka returns to the Mavs.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god, God, the tears I would cry. Such tears of joy.
The owners sell the team.
That's better. The owners find the only ethical billionaire in the world and sell it to him or her.
LeBron.
Hold up. That would be a way to get Luka
the most
back.
Ethical billionaire I can think of.
Probably, and that would be the way to get Luka back. Hold up.
Do it.
That might be the fucking method. So yeah, those 2. Let's go with find a baddie to settle down with. Have kids with said baddie.
Naturally.
And I already saw like this there's like some medication for improving dogs' lives, and like prolonging them a bit is getting tested and seems to be going well. That shit works, and I get to give it to Dirk, and Dirk lives to fucking 30 years old.
Fuck you.
That's my Mount Rushmore. All right. what do you most look forward to in the future? So this one feels like it's more like what is something that seems likely or seems. That's how I'm taking it. Because look forward to, because we had hope and now we're looking forward to. I'll go short term because I think of like what could be. It's harder to gauge out. I could die tomorrow. Hope I don't. I'll just go with Christmas with my family this year. Sister's coming in, bringing in the nephews. Love Christmas. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Christmas with the family this year.
I won't piggyback yours, but I agree because my brother's coming in town. My mom's making her punch. It's gonna be awesome.
Sounds like a banger.
Christmas, and I'm joining Brayden on his quest to watch 25 movies from December 1st to December 25th. Gabe is doing it too. All three of us. It's a trio.
Yes.
We're doing it together. The schedule is out. We're very excited. But I am looking forward to when Cam Ward has some help. I'm not even gonna say like a Super Bowl or like I'm not gonna say playoff win. Just when he has some help, when there is like some semblance of infrastructure,
1,000-yard receiver on there.
Yeah, a running back who isn't washed. Sorry, Tony. Like, who has a functioning ACL. Sorry, Tajay. Like, somebody who can carry a workload and look good doing it. Like, Jeremiah. So.
That's your guy.
Real quick side note, I had this thought in the shower, like as far as like running back injuries, It is kind of insane that every time Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, he comes back and he's just the same. Like he's been hurt
a lot,
so many times in his career, and every time he comes back, there's like he's just Christian.
Bro, he's having an insane year this year, and it like he had to go to like Germany to find a specialist. Like it was looking bad.
Yeah, it was like
oh, I think he's done. And I was scared to draft him.
Naturally. I was too.
Fucking look at him now.
He first ballot Hall of Famer, my greatest dual threat running back of all time.
I agree. He's got that 1,000.
He could have played wide receiver in the NFL and been a multi-time Pro Bowl wide receiver. I think if he played wide receiver, he could play on the absolutely. He had the athleticism.
He could do whatever he wants.
No question. He probably would have been healthier too if he played wide receiver. Probably wouldn't have gotten hurt. Wouldn't have taken as much contact. He still would have gotten hurt, but it probably wouldn't have been often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Christian McCaffrey. Just real quick, tangent. We can move on.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Talk about something that scares you about the future. I am scared about not finding someone.
Yeah, I think I don't want to be a doomer. I do worry about our country. Like,
sure, yeah.
I do worry about like the state of things right now and like how we like frankly worry that the buying power of the American dollar is like 1/5 of what it was when my grandparents were kids. I frankly worry that it only keeps going up and like what that's going to do at some point because there's got to be a break eventually. Like, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Like, I don't think so. I don't think people will be happy at all. I don't think they are right now. And I don't think they're going to somehow get happier in the meantime. So, yeah, I do worry. I do worry about.
Gotta lock in on these midterms. Gotta. Hopefully, a good candidate gets put forth in fucking 2028.
Yeah, it ain't looking good right now. Unless somebody comes out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
It's looking like J.D. Vance versus Gavin Newsom. Fucking shoot.
Well, hey, the millionaires are leaving. You can hop over to New York. Go live in Mom Donnie's New York.
The most recent millionaire to flee New York was Brandon Nimmo, traded to the Texas Rangers. Waived his no-trade clause to join the only team that does not have a Pride Night. I know what you are. It's okay.
I'll fix that. Don't worry.
Playing in Arlington, Texas now.
No, he got sent over to Institute Pride Night.
No. Nah, Nimmo not just a Trump voter, he's a Trump donor.
Welcome home, I guess.
Yeah, no, he's right where he wants to be, trust me. I mean, right, he had to waive his no trade clause to go there. That's like that's where he won. So best of luck to him. He's a good player. Just did. Shut up.
Shout out.
Yeah. What do you worry about?
Oh yeah, I gotta answer.
Or what are you fearful of?
Oh, I said not being able to find a partner, like not being able to
okay,
find a serious long-term partner.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. We'll see. Especially one that like, because you talked about this, like the women you align with politically that you would be able to like get with, like they don't typically want families as much.
That's what makes it so fucking difficult. I need me a woke woman who also like wants to be a mom.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat.
I can't forgo that. Like I can't like,
yeah.
You ever seen that meme where it's like you got the two puzzle pieces fit together and it's like two very basic puzzle pieces and they're talking to their son who is like this crazy fucking contraption of like, and it's like you're still looking for that and it lists off all these requirements, and I feel like that puzzle piece. I feel like the son in that meme, but like dog, I like, yeah, sorry, I it is what it is. The like the women that I want to date, like both as far as like my type appearance wise as well as like politically, a lot of them don't want kids, and like that's up to them.
I mean, yeah, of course.
But also, it ties back to what I was saying. If the buying power of the American dollar wasn't so low, frankly, more people would want to have kids. Because for a lot of people, it's, how the fuck am I going to have kids? I can barely afford life on my own.
Yep.
How am I supposed to afford life with a one child, much less, I want two.
Yeah.
How the fuck am I supposed to afford life with two kids? You know, I'd be fine with it. Like, how am I supposed to afford two kids if I can barely afford living by myself?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if people could actually, like, if you could work 40 hours a week and be confident knowing that you're going to be paid enough to where you can just fucking live, I think more people would want to have kids. And I think, like, they keep trying to come up with imaginary solutions to the birth rate declining. Just make shit fucking affordable, and people are going to start having kids. It's not rocket science. Like, for the sake of my personal future, as well as the future of the rest of this fucking country, make shit affordable so I can find me a wife that wants to have kids.
Because it is biological. Like, people do have that drive, like, of wanting it. So like it's there in a lot, probably an overwhelming majority of people. It's there somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Again, not all, but you know, most, like, it's there. But like, yeah, like if I'm talking to somebody,
is this fucking difficult? Like, I get it. I get why people don't want to, but like, it sucks. Not that there just aren't that many that do anymore.
But for me, it's like if I'm talking with somebody and it's like, oh, okay, I could see, man, they want to have kids, they want to get married, but like the moment they say something a little pro-Israel, it's like, can't.
If I found out you took $5 from APAC to go buy a taco, I'm out. Like,
yeah.
What was it? There was that one Republican congressman who took $9. Like, they bought him a fucking burger.
Dead ass.
I hope it was worth it. I hope it was a good fucking burger. What do you mean $9 donated by APAC?
Bro,
that is fucking insane.
He was in there. He's like, I ain't folding. I'm staying strong. And he just walks out with a fucking munchie meal from Jack in the Box.
Plate full of donuts. Cleared the plate. It's like, I caved. It's the scene from Transformers. It's like,
she did
it. They put the plate in front of you because they don't want you to eat because they're gonna think you're guilty. That's why I ate the whole goddamn plate. She did it. Yeah, exactly. That's what this was. $9 from. But yeah, no, I can't, like. This is too much. I can't compromise on it in that sense. Like, like I want to have kids. That is such a huge part of what I want my future. Like, I can't be with somebody that doesn't want to have them. So,
and then politically, also it's like
people would want them.
You can't let your side. I know kids can vary from their parents' beliefs. I know personally I do, but there's definitely there's definitely overlap there still. It's like you can't let the opposition outbreed you.
Oh, hell no.
That's definitely happening.
That's another thing that kills me about leftists. Like, none of them want kids, and it's like, brother, Republicans are pretty much having kids at like a 100%. Like, they're all having kids.
Yeah.
Like, conservative people have kids more because they're traditionally they're more religious, they're more family oriented. Like, they tend to have more kids. we gotta do something.
Yeah.
or
It's
else
like even
we're
if half of those kids like jump over,
defect.
you're still
Yeah,
not producing kids. Like it's
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, of
yeah.
course. I'm not gonna I don't want to indoctrinate my children. I want my kids to be who they're gonna be.
Yeah. But
Like I will have
if
my
I
beliefs
show
and I'll
them
share my beliefs.
yeah, if I don't have but I think if you just show them basic empathy and it's gonna they're gonna drift. Like it's
It leads to them not being evil. I think if
yeah.
you are just kind to them and patient with them
If
as
I
they
just
grow up.
don't talk bad about every homeless person I see or wince at every interracial couple, I think they're gonna go the correct way.
Every once in a while, I will still catch myself like thinking something, and I'm like, "What now? Why now? Why did that thought? Like, I don't need to feel that way."
Sure,
And then I
that's
don't,
very real. That's
and
very
that's
real.
it. And then that's it. That's all it has to be. I don't verbalize it. I don't let it get out. I think it, and I go,
Yes,
"No, I shouldn't be having."
I
Those
definitely
thoughts.
have
And then I
moments
put
where
it
I'm
away.
like, "What the fuck was that?"
And I'm just like, "Yo, I'm like disgusted with
I'm like,
myself
"That's
right now.
not me."
Where the fuck did that come from? That's the old me. Go away."
Especially because I'm like, "That's not my business. That's
No.
not. That doesn't concern me."
Even if I see something like I'll read something and it's like okay, kind of cringe, right? Whatever. But then I remember to be cringe is to be, and then I just don't what would it yield for me to be mean to this person online as a result of them being weird?
They got to
What
talk
does
bad
that
about
do for
Luca.
me?
That's the only time I've been in the fucking trenches and comment sections. But if they talk shit about my fucking king,
So I'm saying I'll be in the trenches if some dork says he won't watch Cam Ward's game, he'll just look at the passing chart
yeah,
afterwards. Yeah, I'll say something. I'll say something. I wasn't even disrespectful in my reply. I basically just like quoted him saying like, why would I watch the game when I can just look at the spreadsheet? I'm like, do you even like football? But that's it. I didn't name calling, get disrespectful. It's just
yeah.
genuinely asking the question of, do you people actually? Hey, by the way, this guy was a fantasy football guy. By the way, I should throw that out there. He had FFB in his username, so that
Real.
should tell you everything you need to know. This is one of them
He
fantasy
loves
guys.
ball.
So
That's what that means. Anyways,
fantasy accounts are a plague. Nah.
who was the
Um,
biggest influence on your life?
I feel like this kind of goes back to the admiration thing, but as far as influence goes,
I mean, influence. It doesn't. Maybe it wasn't successful, or it had the opposite effect in some cases.
yeah,
But influence. I mean, it's my dad. Like there's. It's. I feel like it's hard for it not to be apparent.
yeah, I'd say my parents, my brother would be another one for sure. Like you said, not necessarily like in a sense that you start copying what they do, but more so that it's like you reflect one way or another, positively or negatively, on somebody else's actions, and you decide how you'd react in that situation. Yeah, I'd say just family in general,
Yeah. I mean, it's. I think it's.
people you spend the most time with.
I think it's impossible for it not to be like a direct family member you grew up with.
Yeah, unless you
'Cause-
specifically model your game after someone else.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, but like there's like probably so much stuff you don't even notice is an influence from them
Yeah.
that is. What relationship was the most important to you? I'm gonna go with the ones with my sisters.
Yeah,
I
my
even
siblings,
married one of them.
You did.
I did.
That's right.
Yeah, I
remember.
officiated my older sister's wedding. Cried more than she did.
That shit's awesome. That's so fucking.
Most nervous I'd ever been in my whole life. Told my younger sister I'm not doing that for you, and she understood entirely. She understood entirely.
So I don't blame
she was
you.
like, I get it.
No, my definitely with my siblings. I love them. I love them both very much. It's weird because my sister is very much a lot like me, and my
Mhm.
brother and I are very much very different people.
That's same. Like
But I
in terms
still,
of the younger
but
older.
I still, yeah, I love them both so much. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
My sister has said
Christmas,
some stuff where I'm like, what? You not woke, sis. You ain't woke, sis.
my brother last Christmas said some very not woke,
Yeah.
not woke things. Like I'm just like, all right, all right.
I mean,
all right.
my sister's putting on Morgan Wallen. You know.
Oh, brother.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. My younger sister, she's more like, although she's even less political than I am. But
Bears.
just in terms of some basic, like, hey, be like this. You should probably be like this. She's more there.
Yep.
Um, what? Oh no, that's the one I just read. Okay.
My sister's politics have certainly gotten the last couple of years.
Which I mean, she's just growing up because
Yeah, she's a like
she's in high
her
school,
her
right?
politics
So.
at 14 were the same as my politics at 14, which were not great, but she grew out of it
Oh,
just like I did,
brother,
so
you
I'm
want to
not
talk
worried
about
about it.
politics at 14? Oh, brother, I.
Brother,
All right, I'm gonna drop this. I don't want any judgment. Uh,
no, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
I
This is a judgment-free zone.
I owned the hat.
Oh, word. Okay, I never owned a
I
hat, but
I had the hat. You know, there's definitely. I hope it's not up there anymore, but there definitely was a picture of me in it on my mom's Facebook.
oh jeez.
I need that bitch never to come to light.
You need that going. You gotta have some beautiful woman in your life scrolling in your mom's
Oh my
Facebook.
god.
Oh, let me find some cute pictures of Brayden, and then there's a memory come up from 8 years ago or whatever. And it's you in the
I've
fucking
already
mega.
because all right, I've alluded to. I'm still talking to this same girl. I've kind
Okay.
of like soft launched the fact that I used to be leaning that way because I was like because we talked
Yeah.
about like school elections in like elementary and middle school where you voted for the president, and I was like, yeah, I voted for like McCain and Romney.
I voted for Obama when I was in kindergarten. Just
I
throwing that out there.
I
I
could
voted for Obama.
I I
I voted for the black man when I was 5 years old. I'm just throwing that out.
and then that didn't go as well as it probably should have.
Mm, that's not ideal. Granted, I feel like most of the staunchest woke people I know, all of them were alt right at one point. That's like part of the character arc, almost. Like
It
unless you were born into it,
yeah.
for the most part, like most of the people that I have been woke forever, they had woke parents.
Because what's really going to swing you away is like when you're in that sphere at least a little bit or looking down it and you kind of just observe it and you're like something's off and then it clicks.
The first time you really see it, and you're like,
Bro,
oh no.
watching like feminists get wrecked compilations on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. I was watching wrecked feminist videos.
I was watching Steven Crowder. I was
Yeah, I was watching
tapping
Charlie
into
Kirk.
I was
I
tapping
was watching Charlie Kirk.
I was tapping into Milo Yiannopoulos.
Oh, I never went that deep.
It wasn't even that deep. He just had some funny clips where he's like, I can't be racist. The amount of black cock that's been in this mouth.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, that's hilarious. And you know what? Maybe it is still a little funny.
I remember a YouTuber that I watched was like when I was going down the alt-right pipeline in 8th grade, and that YouTuber was conservative, was very, very much in the alt-right YouTuber space at that time. And then I got a video recommendation from him like 4 or 5 years later. I hadn't clicked on a video in that same amount of time, but I guess I was still somehow this survived the YouTube sub purge, so I was still sub to him. And his name is Hunter Avillion. I still haven't watched a video of his, but he also escaped the pipeline. Like he went full woke in his content, and he even had a video about like detailing his whole journey. And because I saw the video title and I'm like, that doesn't look very alt-righty to me. And I clicked the video and sure enough it wasn't. And I'm like, oh wait, is he woke now? Like did he make it out the trenches? And he did. So good for him. I don't know if he's, I haven't seen a video of his in forever. I don't know what he's like now. Hopefully he ain't gone back. I doubt it. But you never know.
Yeah, once you get
like,
out,
Frank, I don't know anybody who's gone back. I know people who've gone. Like I know a guy who was like, I posted something on my story I know years ago where it was like, I think it was like a protect trans kids flag, but it had guns on it. And like this guy liked the story. He was cool with it. But years later, he started going the other way, I think, a bit. But mostly just like nationalist talking points rather than like, a true like hatred for certain types of people. It was more just like he's the target demographic for people that do actually hate those kind of people because he's easier to like bring along type of ordeal. So I don't think it's necessarily a poor reflection of his character. I think it's just he like fell for it again award type of deal, rather than like I got a coworker who's like very much in that lane, but every time I talk to him, he is a genuine love him to death. He's a real quick, just this, and then we can get to the next question.
Yeah, yeah,
I
no,
know
you're good. You're good.
we he was we were doing some silicone potting on this thing that we built, and we're in the potting room because we have to do anytime we put the silicone into the unit, we have to do it in this temperature controlled humidity controlled room. And he's on Facebook, and he shows me the picture of Sydney Sweeney at whatever recent event she was at, where she was wearing the gray dress where like the nipples were very clearly visible, and he was like, "She's got nice breasts, that Sydney Sweeney. They got a nice hang to them." I gotta get. That's just the type of shit your 60-year-old coworker shows you. She's got nice breasts. Is what it is.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Who have been the loves in your life?
Family, of course. Siblings, best friends, and then really 2.5 relationships I would throw in there. One of which, because her and I are still best friends, like 8 years after the fact, and then 2 of which that were just genuinely really good relationships, healthy, nice. Like didn't work out obviously, but still good people. Have nothing but nice things to say about both of them. Um, yeah, my sibling, my little sister especially, because she'd been through so much, and even withholding some of the like the bigger stuff, she went through a lot of the same shit I went through. Like again, we're very similar people as far as like the story arc she'd been on in middle and high school. So, um, it's just a very important relationship with me. Very important that she, to me, at least that she has me. Just because I didn't have somebody like me who'd gone through it in the sense that I had when I was going through it. And my sister has me. She knows she can text me, she can call me whenever she wants. She knows I'll lend a ear every single time, and she does regularly. She talks to me pretty often, and I'm just really really grateful that I have that relationship with her, that she has that trust in me that she always has, that she is always felt like she can come to me with anything, and that I'll be there, and I'll know what to do. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't get more valuable and more important than that. I mean, I'm very grateful. Grateful for my best friend here that I get to co-host with every single week, every Tuesday as well.
Yeah.
One of the loves of my life, certainly. Mr.
Sure.
Brayden McClellan across the screen.
Yeah, and then you're one of the loves of my life. Obviously, my immediate family, mainly my sisters, then my nephews.
Never. Oh, and my cats too, of course.
Yeah. Dirk.
Any pet that I've had.
Dirk easily. Yeah, I mean that's about it. I haven't. Yeah, just real close family, couple real close friends. You, Gabe, my dog. Who was your role model and why? Let's just kind of skip this one because we both.
That's
kinda...
the same. That's the same as admire and look up to, influence whatever. It's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Share something that nobody knows about you.
I got a good one.
Okay.
So, I didn't know what this was at the time. I didn't know that he was on this type of timing. I thought we were just kids having fun.
Yeah.
Great. I don't think I've ever told anybody this like major. Well, why not? Let's do it on the pod, right?
Yeah. No one really watches these.
This was at some point something I was like a little embarrassed about. And now I'm like, I don't give a shit. I was like years old, like know what was going on, and like I also don't care in hindsight. Another friend of mine, same age as me.
Mm-hmm.
He I think was bisexual, I know he was getting abused at home. I think in hindsight it makes sense. I don't know if he was getting sexually abused at all. It's possible. I think just because of like how like sexual he was at a young age, but he was definitely getting physically abused in some manner. In hindsight, like I didn't realize it when I was a kid, but in retrospect, like looking back on his dad was definitely beating the fuck out of him. But we like I don't remember how we got to this point. It was definitely his. I remember it was his idea, and it was like we were at the YMCA, right? Because my mom was working. That's where she worked too. But you know they have childcare there, so that's where my brother, my sister, and I would be like when my mom was working. She couldn't leave us home because we weren't old enough yet. So, uh, and at some point we were like touching each other's dicks under the table. Like this was I don't know how we got here. I just he I don't know. I think just he wanted to, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Because I thought dicks were funny still at this age.
Yeah, still are.
Granted, so, yeah, sometimes they still are, but I never like I've never been like in hindsight. This is probably an ADHD thing, like not really not giving a shit about like social norms, especially not knowing any better when you're young. But like I never had any problem like with the meat out, like in terms of like with other people around. And like there was a birthday party I remember where somebody else was there and we both had him out and he was like, how do you get it so big? Like
Yeah.
how do you give yourself a boner basically was what it was, because I think I had one at the time and he didn't. He was like, how do you do that?
How do
Like
you do that?
type shit. But like we were yeah, but like I was touching his and he was like, we were just like I was like playing with it, not in the sense of like sexually playing with it, literally just playing with it. And it was like we only did it for a few seconds, and then somebody who was about to go play basketball, I guess, or just gotten done playing basketball, saw us, and we stopped. But he was like, "What were y'all doing?" We were like, "Oh, we weren't doing anything." He was like, "Y'all were doing something," and so I guess he went and told somebody, and she went and she was like, "Were y'all playing with each other's private parts?" And we were like, "Nah, we weren't doing that." And she was like, I'm gonna go check the tape, see if y'all were lying. We were like, no, we really didn't. And nothing came of that afterwards, at least. Like, I never heard anything from my mother or from Miss Tia, who was the admin who caught us. Shout out Miss Tia. She was a very nice lady. But I did, next time I saw the friend of mine, he said, we can't be gay anymore. My dad caught me. He hit me with a belt. And I'm thinking, like, I didn't even know that was being gay.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I thought we like playing with dicks. Like, dicks were funny. And yeah, like, I don't know. I think about this every now and again, and I'm like, hope he's doing all right. Like, you know, so
Yeah.
like, in retrospect, he, again, very young, but he was very hypersexual even before the age of 10. It's just like, that's not normal. Like, that's usually something that happens because of sexual abuse, and I hope there wasn't any kind of sexual abuse. Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
yeah, something to share.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really talked about much before today.
Yeah. Now we both shared, like, I guess, gay, same age stories, not knowing what was going on in the moment on the pod. Because, yeah, I think about, because there was the one I told about where a friend was trying to kiss up on me, threw me on the bed, whipped out his dick and started helicoptering it. And years later, I was like,
Didn't register.
oh, that was gay.
Yeah.
Years later, it just clicks in your mind randomly. And then after that, I think about it every now and then. I'm just like, huh, interesting.
Yeah, like same thing with me, where I was like, it didn't register what was going on at all. I just thought, oh, we're playing with dicks.
I was just like, dude, I meant the soda and the Mementos. I don't know.
Yeah, but then
that's all I could think of.
years after the fact, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. Years after the fact that I realized it was gay, and then years after that, somebody else, I told my sister this story, and she told me, she's like, Brayden, you got, like, sexually assaulted. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I did. Because I didn't consent to that. I didn't want that. I didn't want him kissing up on me or
Right.
whipping his dick out. But it's just like there's no like it's weird because it's like there's no trauma associated with that because you just don't know what's going on.
She didn't know what was happening until
But you
much
look
longer.
back and you're like, wow, what a weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then something nobody knows about me. Shit. I don't know. I feel like anything that happens in my life, I'm like, I usually end up sharing it with somebody.
Right.
Yeah, nobody knows. See, nobody knows. That's tough because, like, if something crazy happens, either I'll tell y'all in the group chat, or it'll come up on the pod, or I'll tell a friend, or maybe maybe one of my sisters. And I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know. I really can't think of anything nobody knows. Not many know that my story with my friend, but maybe I'll just include that here again. Count that one
Yeah.
here. Yeah. Anyways, what is the most important lesson you've learned about yourself? I would say for me, because for a while my biggest fear was being like my father.
Yeah.
And then one day it just clicked that I wasn't in my head. And I'll just include that one just because there was this fear of being like him. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm way more optimistic. I'm incredibly more empathetic towards other people than he is, which are the root causes of like his, like just how he is. And I was like, oh, I'm just not that. And it was just like a really comforting realization of like, oh, cool. Biggest fear, no longer a fear anymore.
Similar one for me, where it was kind of like when I discovered I wasn't like him, or at least I didn't have to be. Not necessarily just him, but it was more of
Sure.
like, I don't know, I was just having a chat with my friend on his bedroom floor about dads, because he was going through it with his dad at the time. And it just made me reflect on a lot of things, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, like, I don't have to do all that. Doesn't have to be who I am. And I'm not going to make it. And to his credit, he's come to that realization too, like, he's definitely grown. But yeah, more so just like, I don't have to do that when I have kids, and I'm not going to.
Yeah.
And I've had thoughts like that with my mother too, and just more so that I know I'm going to be a better parent than my parents were.
Yeah.
And I like it makes me feel good because I feel like my kids, if they choose to have kids, are gonna be better parents than me too, and I hope they are, and I
Yeah.
hope their kids are better than them. Like,
That's what my dad
That's
said to
the
me one
idea.
time. Because my grandpa told my dad that he was a better father than he was. And based on the stories I've heard, I'll give him that. Because my grandpa, I know he's chilled down a shit ton from when he was a dad. And then my dad was
Yeah.
like, "You better be a better dad than me." And I was in my head, I was like, "Easy, don't worry, easy, fucking Pete. Don't you worry about that. I
Yeah.
absolutely will be."
brother, I got it covered.
Yeah, low bar, brother, low bar. It's getting cleared. Yeah. All right.
My dad's definitely a better dad now than he was when I was young.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Because you briefly said, oh, and some thoughts about your
Yeah.
mom. It was weird, like, so because it was heavy with my dad. Like when I was younger, he chilled a bit. We're never gonna really get fully along. He's just too much. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just. But like it started getting worse with my mom as I got older. She just kept like her default to me was like kind of, I don't want to, not like, I don't know, just she was real short with me, increasingly so, and yelled at me a lot more, like just like casually. And I was just like the way she would, like, anything she wanted me to do, or if I did anything she didn't like the immediate was always just yelling. And I was like, all right, relax, just have a conversation with me. I'm at the age where you can have a conversation with me.
Right.
Yeah.
I had something like that with my stepmom shortly after I moved in with my dad and my stepmom, because I was 18 when I went to go live with them. And we had, like, there was something she was upset with me about, and that is like how she kind of like defaulted into it. And I told her the same thing, and I'm like, we can just talk about that. Like, if there's something you want to address, we can just do that.
It's like I don't want to be a nuisance.
Right. Like,
Tell me what's going on.
If this is bothering you, don't keep that from me. Just let me know, because then this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna blow up about something if I do it again because you didn't tell me the first time I didn't like it, or if I did something else you didn't like and it's compounding with the other thing because you didn't want to address it. Um, yeah, and so she agreed. She apologized. And we cool with it. Uh, I had one with my mother pretty recently. A very valid crash out on my part. I have no regrets, but we did talk about it afterwards. Good talk, and obviously I've been over there a few times since then. We're good now. Uh, but I mean, you know the story. Very valid crash
I
out
was gonna
on
ask,
my
like,
yeah.
I was gonna say what it was going on, but I was like, is it the thing you were
Yeah,
talking to me
yeah,
about? Yeah,
it's the thing with the saying one thing and then not getting the answer you like and doing what you want
yeah.
regardless.
It's one of the
Yeah, I've
few
done lots
times,
of it.
like, because as close as friends we are, we don't like actually call each other that much. It's
Not
usually
often.
texting off the group chat or, hey, we'll get to the pod, we'll talk, we'll say
Yeah.
something. But that's one of the few times it was like you call. I think like you called me. You were like, this is happening right now.
No, it happened while we were on the pod. I'm pretty sure.
No, you that like you and then you called me about it later because you were like, I forgot. Like, oh,
Oh,
I remember what happened a little more so. Like, I think she did it, and then like,
yes.
yeah, you called me when that happened.
Maybe later in that day, yeah. Because the first person I called was my mom because I lost my
Sure,
fucking.
sure. I just remember being like
Yeah.
I was at work like in the truck and you called me.
Maybe I called you on my way home or something.
Yeah, but you were like you were like
No, no, I didn't call you, but I blew up the group chat. I remember because I was
no no
like,
no.
"Yo, she
I
fucking did."
swear I swore like I swear you called me.
Nah, I know for sure. I just blew up the group chat.
No, dude, you called. I
I
swear to you,
don't
you
think I
called.
did.
But you did though.
I'm gonna find the text, the sacred text.
God, how long ago was this? Was I at work?
September 22nd. Yes.
September
Yeah. No,
22nd?
25th. 25th. I'm sorry, 25th.
Because
And I texted you.
I have
I
a
texted
call
the group
from you
chat.
on the 23rd.
That would have been the day I found out that she was planning. Yeah, that would have been 2 days prior. Because that was the day we did the pod. Was the 23rd.
Mm.
But yeah, the 25th. I texted about it. Excuse.
All right. What is this call? Who are you? Anyways.
And then we're having the conversation about it, and then 8 minutes later, Gabe sends the Primavera sound lineup for 26.
Right.
Thanks, Gabe.
Sometimes it's like, yo, bro, read the room.
No, it's fine. Um, no, yeah. But what's the next question?
All right, that's the last one for that section. Then we have questions
Okay.
on dating and relationships.
We should breeze right through this one. Been through the ringer on this many times.
And I have a lot less to talk about. Describe your very first date.
My first date?
Yes, I remember my very first date. It was the movies Santikos, and I had to I was trying to remember the name of the movie. It was called Searching. It was this like guy's daughter goes missing and he searches for her. Went to the movies. That girl ended up being not the valedictorian, but whatever the one below that is.
So
Salutatorian, something like that. Yeah, she ended up being like the salutatorian for our grade. Yeah, we went on one date. Date was cool, but nothing really progressed with her.
My first date was in middle school. It was in 8th grade. It was a triple date between two other couples.
Okay, that sounds fun.
It was, except the date ended poorly, and then we never went on another one after that, and then broke up shortly thereafter. But like, on my first like real date, like as an adult, that was yeah, I guess taking my girlfriend at the time out to dinner at this pizza restaurant that was close to where I worked. It's an Italian restaurant in general. They had other things too. Like I had a calzone that day. I think that's the first one like as an adult, like actually taking a girl somewhere. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Talk about a high school sweetheart. Didn't date in high school. Don't have one.
Shout out Arya, still my best friend to this day.
Well, one
Yep.
of.
Yeah, well, yes,
Watch
but I mean,
watch
like,
your fucking mouth. I'm right
it's
here.
not above you in the hierarchy. I'm just saying, like, yeah, definitely somebody I talk to regularly still to the fact. Somebody I've been talking to regularly for years. Um, yeah, no, about once a week probably. So not as often as I talk. Yes, we do talk.
Talk about disappointing dates. I mean, I threw up in front of a girl on a date. Not ideal. Most dates I have been disappointing. Just awkward.
I went on a date with somebody who showed up 40 minutes late because they fell asleep. I was still there too, of course I was. So
That's crazy.
that was, in fact, that was the day Will Levis made his debut and tossed 4 touchdowns against the. So I had to listen to the last 2 touchdowns on the. I was driving to the date just for her to end up being late. I could have watched the rest of
Could
it
have watched.
and still made it on time.
Yeah. See, because anytime I'm going on a date, was this a first date?
This was the first date, yeah.
I'm
It
always
was
like,
the only date.
I'm shocker. I'm always like, hey, I'm about to head out. Like I don't leave until they say like, yeah, I'm leaving too, or something like that. I'm like, no, because I'm terrified of getting like stood up or something.
Yeah.
So I'm
Lesson
like,
learned.
yeah,
Certainly.
I'm like, hey, leaving now. You gonna be there? I don't say it
Oh
exactly
my
like
God,
that.
that
But
reminds me. I had another date. Like this was actually the last the last girl I went on a date with. This was our first date. I can't believe we had a second. As I should have said. But on our first date, um, I yeah, we had agreed to meet at a certain time. And then I think I had even maybe I didn't say I was on my way. I think I was going to, and then I forgot to, and I was driving there, and then said, "Okay, I'm here." And she was like, "Oh, I didn't know you'd left already." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, we agreed to meet next time." And she was like, "Oh yeah, but I was waiting for you to say you're on your way, so I haven't." And then she left. So, yeah, and then she got there like 20 minutes later, for too long. We had a good day. Ended up having another one. That one was decent too. Just didn't end up having it after that, but. Yeah, yeah, that was the last first date I went. Not a night.
did you ever get dumped? For me,
Yeah,
no. Haven't been in a relationship. So,
yeah, dumped a few times. It happened.
have you ever? Did you ever dump anyone? Once again, for me,
Yes,
no.
once,
Once.
once.
Any tidbits you want to add to that, or just leave it at that?
It
We can just
was
leave it at
it was
that.
exhausting. Like
Yeah.
I had to. That's what it was.
Do you kiss on a first date? My preference,
If
yes.
if the mood is right,
Sure.
if like I'm not gonna force it, but if it gradually
Obviously.
leads up to that, that's how I would like to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just a
ultimately,
little,
that's
just and it. A first kiss is always something light, anyways. It's never anything
just
crazy.
a little smooch. Just a little smooch. As I'm walking her, to her car or whatever. You know, something light.
Yeah.
and too-
Tell the story of your first kiss. All right, I'm gonna be quick because it's embarrassing. Just because I don't know. I was 18. Like I had my first kiss late. It was with somebody I met off Tinder. It was in like the parking lot to like Northwest Vista or whatever. Just awkward. Just really awkward. I'm sure most like first kisses are, but like also in a way that's like even talking about it now, I'm like that's embarrassing. There's not even like a cutesy. It was you're young. It's awkward charm. It was just weird, and I shouldn't have
You got to get
been
over the
there.
hump at some point, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
We win some, we lose some.
Yeah, I
Right.
lost that one.
Hi, Onyx. Hi, sweetheart. Where are we going? She doesn't know. She'll figure it out. um, my first kiss, previously aforementioned, a good friend of mine. We were dating freshman year of high school, and that was my first kiss. It was I had been like given like forehead kisses like at the end of the day, like the last like few days up to this point. Um, and I had just given her one, and I was turning around about to walk to the bus loop, probably to go chop it up with my friend Brayden, give some bold predictions.
Crazy.
Uh,
You probably got this kiss and then came back and dropped a disgustingly bad take.
yeah, like when I predicted Mahomes would win MVP.
Oh, dude.
How horribly that aged, right?
You're gonna hang on to one prediction.
Well, yeah, you predicted a Luka Rookie of the Year that same. You were correct.
Easy.
Yeah.
That was easy money
Yeah,
though.
granted, I'm a Mavericks fan. Of course, you were gonna. But still, you got credit for that. Predicted. Um. But yeah, yeah, I given her a little forehead peck. That as I'm about to turn around, she grabs my shoulder, turns me back around, and she lips.
That's cute. Oh, that's cute as
Yeah,
hell.
no, it was cute. And like it was a good first kiss. Uh, Quality first kiss. It was her first kiss too, so I think she was ready to get over.
She was like, "Get the fuck over here.
She's like, it's time. All right, so
Give me the goddamn string beans."
I gave her a smooch, and she gave me a smooch. It was cool. It was a good quality first kiss. I'm a damn good kisser, by the way. Side note, I've never had any bad reviews. I've had nothing but good reviews.
There's no way I'm a good kisser. There's just not that much experience. There's no shot.
When I move to Texas next December, I'm gonna have to train you. We'll get some practice.
You know, you said train, but I heard drain, and I got extra excited.
That too.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have to drain you.
At the same time, train and drain. All right, we'll get some practice in.
All right, tell the story of your.
Hair's kind of herring right now.
You look you look nice. You looking good.
You stay like that? Damn. Like
you need some headset hair a little more often.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I gotta go to work in this thing next time. I gotta get me one of them big ass headphones. Like,
get the ones with cat ears on them.
Wear them. Yeah, they let us wear them at work. I have a coworker. Well, she doesn't work there. That's not why she don't. She didn't get cheap. So, the big ass headphones are a problem. So yeah, I gotta get me some big ass headphones and then just keep the one ear off, type shit.
All right, tell the story of your first crush.
Was in first grade. Her name was Shelby. Shelby was very pretty, and you know, I've always been scared of women. Mm-hmm. That ain't never not been the case. So,
and you don't grow out of it.
Yeah, a young man never made good on that. Which, granted, I was in first grade. Who gives a shit? That's the first crush I can remember. I probably had one in kindergarten too. I don't remember if I did. The first one I can remember was first grade.
Bro, my first crush was in kindergarten. First real, I know like my parents have told me stories about little kid me, like putting my hand on like a flight attendant as like a baby.
That doesn't count.
About to get me too'd. But
hey.
In kindergarten, it was this girl named Summer.
It's a great name.
And I remember like a couple of the boys had crushes on her.
Actually.
And I remember one recess, we all like fought over her, right? And like we were just running around messing with each other, fighting over her. And I remember there was this one kid standing next to this little sand crane thing, you know, where you just like pick up sand and move it somewhere else. And he was standing over there. I can't remember if he was a part of this or not, but he became a part of it because I just ran up on him and just pushed him into it. And he hit the back of his head, got like a big bump, and like told the teacher on me. And I had to go home with a note. And I lied my ass off to my parents about what happened. I told this like elaborate lie about how he kept messing with me. He kept hitting me. I was trying to get away from him. He kept hitting me. So eventually I turned around and pushed him. And my parents were like, oh, okay, you know, you defended yourself. They told the teacher. The teacher was like, oh, if I had heard that story, you know, I wouldn't have, you know, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble. And I got out of jail free completely. They still tell this story like to this day every now and then
Have you
about me.
never corrected them?
No, absolutely not. They to this day tell this false story. But yeah, I know I lied. I absolutely just ran up on that kid random and pushed him into that little crane. Uh, and yeah, I've just been biting my tongue every time my parents tell this story for like 18, 17 years at this point of them telling this lie, of them believing this lie that I told them.
Type shit.
Yeah. Yeah, anyways, tell the story of losing your virginity.
Real quick before I had something related to what you were saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck, I think I lost it.
Damn.
Pushed a kid. And
Crane, sand
fuck.
crane,
Yeah.
defending
there was
yourself,
something before that.
fighting over a crush.
Oh, okay. So, doubling back to the topic of like doing things different with your parents. One thing I'm not gonna do, whether son or daughter, is that when they are playing with the opposite sex at the age of
Shipping them?
between like 2 to 6 or whatever, being like, oh, someone's got a crush. That shit does damage. It does. It absolutely does. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm not telling my parents I'm
not.
in a relationship till I'm fucking on my second kid with this person. Like, they're not knowing.
You've been married for 5 years? Look, we were keeping it low key.
We're on some chill shit. Like, yo, don't.
You just had your second child. Well, I wasn't really sure after the first one if I want another one. I didn't want to get y'all too excited. You know.
Yes.
I every time I go on a date, like my mom will, or I even have a date planned, my mom wants to know everything, and I'm like, I don't hardly know this woman.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting nothing out
And
of me.
and
Like,
when it comes to like shipping, anytime you're playing like with then in your head you're like, can I be friends with the opposite sex? Like, is it can't like it's always
because it was
framed
every single time.
Yeah.
Or like if we had a new student like halfway through the school year and it was a girl, my mom would be like, "Oh, is she pretty? Do you have a crush on her?" And I'm like, "Well, can I not just tell you we got a new kid in school? Like now I got to defend myself."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
great, dude.
Yeah,
fucking great thing to bring up.
yeah. So
Great thing to
doubling
bring
back
up.
to that, I'm not doing that shit with
Yeah.
like
Weird.
100%. I'm not doing.
Weird.
No, thank you. But plus, like, kids are entirely sexless. Like, they don't know
Yes.
what that is yet.
Yes.
Like the instincts haven't kicked in.
Absolutely.
You know, they don't know nothing about that. They're just doing their thing. If they're playing with, they're having fun playing with toys or whatever. If they happen to be my son's playing with a girl or my daughter's playing with a boy, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's because look at it, young love. No,
Yeah.
they're toddlers. They're playing with blocks.
Yes.
That's all. There's nothing more to the situation.
Yes.
So virginity story.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, that's one of the times I threw up in front of a girl. We were at like North Star Mall parking lot.
I remember this.
We started fooling around the back. I think I have anxiety in general, but it's like genuinely like I always get nauseous around girls I like or something like that. And we started fooling around, and I threw up. Like, I opened the car door, threw up into the fucking parking lot. She's like, "Oh, are you okay?" She gives me her drink, and then she just rode me till she finished. So that's how I lost my virginity. Great story.
Type shit.
Yeah. And then she didn't talk to me after that.
Oh, that wasn't very nice of her.
Yeah.
Did she know you were a virgin?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that feel like she kind of took advantage.
Whatever.
It's not like assault, but it is kind of like it's kind of just like dickish to like know you're having sex with somebody who's never had sex before, and you're like, knowing you have no intention of ever doing anything with this person again, and like not making that clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of. So I lost my virginity.
I was also 21. Just let me. I forgot to throw that part in there. That makes it all worse.
Whenever you lose it, you lose it. I didn't lose mine until I was almost 19. I was like 2 weeks away from my birthday when I lost mine. To this lady I'd been talking to. I had met her in the replies of my friend's Instagram post back in like September of that year. Like, not even September, like June, July, because her birthday was September. I remember. we got to talking at that point, and it was a little flirty, but it wasn't anything like crazy. Um, we hadn't really talked for a few months, and then come like November, December, we start chopping it up again. And then it gets a little sexual, but it's also very romantic. And then it's like, well, wait a minute, like, is there something here? Is there something like we should be pursuing? So we discussed it, and she uh, eventually, we bought a plane ticket for her to come down in March of that year. I booked us an Airbnb
Mm.
so that we could have a place to ourselves. And naturally, we had sex the day she flew in. It only took a couple hours, frankly, after we got to the B&B for us to get going. Um, but yeah, nah, she's cool. Shout out. That's that was a good relationship overall. But yeah, definitely, I don't think I'll do long distance again.
No,
Just wasn't. I like having
you gotta like
access.
be together for a little while. Like, if you're going to do long distance, in my head, I'm like, you gotta be together for a little while. Then, oh, we have to do long distance.
Right, I'll never start off
Off rip is
long
crazy,
distance. No,
especially because
I
that's
liked her.
that's the part of the relationship where like it's hard to like not. At least for me, like the head like starts going in some of the worst like worse like what could be
Yeah.
happening. Imagine like just like playing bad scenarios in your head because you're not that
See, I didn't.
established.
See, I didn't do that with her. But
Good for you. Good. I'm so happy for you. Glad you don't do that.
uh, it's not like I never do it. I just didn't like. I didn't.
Because you weren't that invested.
No, no. It's easier. It's easier when you're actually in a relationship to not have those thoughts. It's tough when
Yeah.
it's like when you're still in the early stages, like when you're just like dating casually because there's no exclusivity there yet. So
Yes.
you're like, fuck. I hope like she doesn't like somebody else more, which is
Yeah.
exactly what happened to me the last date I went on.
Mhm.
But um, once you're actually in a relationship, like that's.
Yeah.
But uh, yeah, to my knowledge, I've never been cheated on as well, so I don't have any like trauma to be like to like associate with like to like think somebody's doing that to me because it's never happened to me. And frankly, until it does, I'm not going to like wish cast it in the sense of like, oh god, I hope that's not happening right now. It's like, well, when
Mhm.
it happens, it happens. Hopefully, it never happens. Um,
Yeah.
but if it does, I'm not gonna anticipate it until it does happen because I'll like, don't borrow grief from the future. If you're gonna get cheated on,
Oh,
get be
dude, I
upset.
do that. I think about Dirk dying all the time. Sorry, buddy.
I thought about Bobby dying a couple days ago. I got so emotional.
Yeah.
I like, because I woke up and he was laying in the bed, and I'm like, fuck, like he doesn't do that very often. And I'm thinking of like, how many more times am I gonna get that in my
Yes.
life?
Dude, I'm like,
Because
you
because
don't
he
live
doesn't
forever.
do it often. Yeah, because I'm thinking like my lifespan's so much longer than him. He's just a baby. Like
I know.
cats live a little longer. Like they might live to like 15, 20. If I'm lucky, they'll live 20. But like, still, they're not around
Yeah.
forever. Like I want them to be around for my kids.
And that's what
I
that's
want
a
my
big
kids
thing.
to.
I want at least my first kid, like just having a kid, have met Dirk. Because I think about it, I'm like, dogs live to like 12 usually. Dirk's 6. Uh oh! I got a
Yeah,
middle aged dog in the house. I'm getting scared.
yeah. Love you, Dirk. Good boy.
He's just like perfectly covered by me right now.
He just wants to be your shadow.
For real. All right.
I got two of those.
Tell the story of the first time you fell in love. And this is in the dating and relationship, so obviously romantic love. I haven't been in that.
Um, in retrospect, I really do think the first time I have like truly, truly loved somebody like the way I think love is supposed to feel was my last relationship.
Mm.
Because I had thought before that I had
Sure.
been in love, but then like you can think it, but like if something comes along later where you're like, oh wait a minute, nah, never mind. This is what it's supposed to feel like. Where it was like I could do literally anything with this woman, and I was always happy. Like every other partner I have ever had, I have at least at some point been like, okay, I need like a day where I'm not around them necessarily. Never felt that with her, and I think that's how it's supposed to feel. So, um, it kind of like the way that went down. Have I ever told the full story of how that relationship on this pod? So I know you know it,
I don't think so.
but I don't know if I've ever told the full story. So it was shortly after I had gotten out of my last relationship, um, that I had started hanging out with a friend of mine, um, who I'd been meaning to hang out with more anyway. We just we were both really bad at actually making those plans, so um, we just committed to it and we actually did make them, and it very quickly turned into something else because we started texting like nonstop, and it was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning on a day that I had to go to work the next day type of ordeal. So it's like, you're in deep when you're like,
Bruh.
yeah, I need to be in bed, and I got, if I go to bed now, I have 3.5 more hours, but I don't want to like go away because we're having such a good conversation.
Shit. I don't know if I've been there. I'm like, hey, I gotta fucking sleep. Gotta
At some point,
chop it
yeah,
up with you tomorrow, gang.
but it is nice. It is nice when you sacrifice a little bit of sleep for somebody, and
Sure.
you're like that you want to make that trade at some point. Eventually, you do have to go to bed.
But
You
in my
can't.
mind, the sacrifice is like, all right, I'll have 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah. See, I'm lucky if I get six. That's 100% my
Okay.
fault. Um,
I just couldn't.
it's entirely self-inflicted, 100%. Like no denying it. It's what it. I've never had a great relationship with sleep, but like,
I used
um,
to have a really bad one. I started tracking my sleep, and like
yeah,
they say, like anything you want, if you want to improve anything, track it. I definitely think
yeah.
that holds true, even for like sleep.
The problem was, um, is that she had a boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
while this was going on, and now
Yep.
we hadn't like done anything, but clearly there was like some emotional investment beginning to form here, and there was like things being said that maybe you wouldn't tell. Like, I would personally be upset if my girlfriend said this to some. So it's like entering into territory I didn't love, just in that sense, where it was like, okay, like this feels nice, but like, maybe we should address the elephant in the address me.
Address. I love that.
Address me.
Address me.
So, um, the next time she came over to my place, um, she had something. She had a performance that night. She was in local theater, and she had something like she only had a couple hours to hang out before she could go, and she had to spend like the last 45 minutes just to get ready. So like she wasn't. We wouldn't actually hang out for very long, and really all we did was just like lay in the bed, and like I had like one finger on top of one of her fingers, and she at some point fell asleep, and then I just like watched her sleep for the next like half hour, just laying there, and then at some point she she woke up, and the contact started like getting a little more intimate, where like I don't know, she had pretended to like answer the phone by like putting her hand up to my head like this, but then I put my hand like on her cheek and then like started caressing it, and then so she started caressing mine, and then she got up either to go to the bathroom or get water, and then when she came back in the bed, she laid down next to me in such a manner to where her lips were like an inch away from mine, and then she even asked me, she was like, am I too close? And I'm like, nah, you're good. We're cool. um and then yeah, again, nothing happened like on this day. We didn't address it. um and then because she was in a hurry anyways, but like she was getting ready, but she hadn't eaten anything that day. So I was like, oh, that won't play. So I made some pasta, and I still had some pasta sauce in the pantry, so I threw some sauce in that bitch, and then so I served her a bowl while she was getting ready. And then um she hadn't been eating very well at that point, because like she had at one point been pretty overweight, so she started like starving herself, I think, and she had lost
Oh.
quite a bit of weight, and then it was like she was still struggling to like eat normal meals again, with regularity. So when she said she was done with the pasta, I asked her to take one more bite, and then she smiled very widely and then did take one more bite. um And it was just like little things like this where it made me like I realized like, oh, I'm fucked. Like, like, uh, yeah, nah, it's something's happening here, right? And then so she was telling me, more about how she was not sure about what to do with her relationship, and then she said, "This is a text message at this time because she had left my place shortly after the pasta exchange," and she said, "But there's a whole other half of this as well that simultaneously makes things more confusing, but also a lot simpler." And I'm like, "Yeah, I feel like we should probably bring that up next time we see each other." And then she came over that night, and so we discussed it that night, and we did we did make out quite a bit, and that was while she was still technically in a relationship. Not proud of that personally. I should have restrained myself better.
Mhm.
Um, she did at one point. She was just nervous from the whole ordeal. She'd have to go throw up, so I went to the bathroom with her. I held her hair back, and then we just kind of sat on my bathroom floor in a while. After she was done, she had her head in my chest, and like, I don't know, she was cool. And then we fell asleep. Like we stayed up the whole until like we had like 2 hours left before we had to get up because she had to take her car to the dealership early to get something fixed, and the dealership was like 45 minutes that way.
Fuck.
So we stayed up until almost 6 o'clock in the morning, and she had to bring it there by like 9. So we wanted to get up by um oh no, I think we wanted to get up at a certain time, and we ended up falling asleep and like sleeping like an hour and a half after we were supposed to get up because we stayed up so late. Because I think I heard the alarm, and I was like, shut the fuck up, and I turned it off and rolled back over and
Oh
started
my
cuddling with
god.
her again and went back to bed. And then I realized like I must have like shocked myself awake, and I was like, as soon as I woke up I was like, oh no. And I woke her up and I'm like, yo, we gotta go.
Yeah.
um
Quick side. I remember when
yeah,
we had to leave for the airport when me and Gabe visited you, and I
yeah.
was up and you two were asleep, and I was just like, guys. I kept going back and forth between the two. I was like, guys, you gotta get up. I didn't want to be rude and like really
Well,
wake
'cause-
you up, but I was like,
yeah,
yo, you guys have got to start waking up, please.
I had work that day too, I remember.
Yeah.
So uh actually, no, I think I called out because I was like, nah, I want.
Yeah.
So I called out, took you guys to the airport, and then I just went home. Uh, but yeah, type shit. So yeah, we got ready. I took you guys. Um, but so we dropped her car off at the dealership, and then we're just hanging out around town. We go to the mall for a bit. She introduced me to some of her coworkers because she was working at the store at the mall, and then like yeah, we just kind of spend most of the rest of the day together, and then it kind of dawns on her like what's happening and that she did technically cheat even though she was ready to move on, like she hadn't made it official yet. um and she started feeling really bad, and I'm like, yeah, no, I get it, like that's, yeah, we fucked up in that regard. So I told her, I'm like, we should not see each other again until you guys are thoroughly done, um just so that we don't have to be ashamed of what it is we're doing here. And then, after the fact, we can proceed as planned. Until then, yeah, we should not see each other until yeah, you do what you need to do. And then she did, and then she came over that same night, and we said everything we really wanted to say about how we felt in that moment, and then um, yeah, that's when it really like when it really hit, like, oh yeah, this is, yeah, that's, I don't think I knew what love from a partner was supposed to feel like until that relationship, because she looked at me with as much love as like my mom does. Like I've never, not in like a Freud kind of, like Freud is rolling in his grave
No,
kind of way,
I
but in
remember
like
you
a,
texted the group chat like something like about that feeling,
yeah, yeah, because I
and
was very like, that was a
and
crazy realization
for
for me.
you, like it was like sweet. Me and Gabe were like, that's fast to like say give a comparison to one's mother.
Like, yeah, but I mean that's just that's what it felt like. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, that's the first time I really being in love. Yeah, that's 100%. That's it. Not that I've never come close before. I never felt anything, like never felt love for somebody, because I certainly felt love for the people I've been where I felt very much like these people were very like valued to me.
Mm.
I certainly was very sad when those relationships ended.
But being in love.
But truly, like, feeling like a part of myself belongs with this person,
Wow.
like every time we see each other, we leave a little piece of each other behind. Like, that's really the best way I can describe it.
Mm.
And uh frankly, like, a big part of the
Oh, I'm
reason
glad you
why I
said that because
haven't.
I realized I skipped a question of how do you define love.
So yeah, that's it
That
right
worked
there.
out
Like,
perfectly, and I wouldn't know
yeah,
how to. I would have no idea how to describe it.
that's really like. I another thing I thought about was, like, I always thought, like, some people, like, people were, like, irrationally protective of sometimes, like, especially a friend of mine who's married, and he, like, very, very much irrationally protective of his wife. I'm always like, all right, calm down a little. But then in this relationship, I was like, oh no, I get it. Like, I'd absolutely kill somebody for her
Mm.
with no questions asked. She said it, I'd
And
fucking.
the what you're describing is better than like the alternative of a lot of coworkers I have. The way they talk about their wives, where it's
This
almost
wasn't a
like
coworker. This
it's
was a,
like,
this was a good friend of mine.
do
But
you care about your wife?
oh, some of these people, no, genuinely just hate. They're stuck in bad marriages. And they have no idea. Like, that's a lot of people. And that's, yeah. They just don't, like, a lot of these people do not actually love each other. Yeah, this was very much what love is supposed to be. But, like, doubling back to something we said very early in this, she eventually realized that she did not. And again, it is, like, that's not something I can compromise on, and of course, that's not something I would expect somebody who doesn't want kids to be as
Mm.
well. So even if everything else is there, like, it only takes one really important sometimes. And but yeah, but at the very least, like, part of the reason why it's been, like, so difficult for me to, like, try dating again, like, nothing else is gonna feel like this for a while, and, like, I should still try, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm never gonna feel this again or feel something better than this if I don't try. But, like, it was so immediate because this was somebody I had known for years and somebody who had been a close friend of mine for years, and, like, kind of always having that thought in the back of my head that if we ever did get together, it would work and it would be really good. But, never being able to act on it because either I was in a relationship or she was in a relationship or both. And we that was another thing we talked about, was, like, how many times, like, we had thought about it each, because I was like, this is not exactly a new feeling for me. And we both specifically mentioned this time because we saw Paramore together when Paramore was
Oh,
touring for their last album.
how do you
And
not lock in with that? You know.
she had a boyfriend.
Oh.
So the same boyfriend she broke up with before we got together.
Mm.
uh but, like, she told me that, like, because it was the two of us and a friend of hers, and they drove together. And what had happened after the concert, we were all driving to Waffle House, and so I was falling behind them. And um, she told me that when they were in the car, that her friend was like, "Oh, Jacob seems nice, and he's really cute." And my friend at the time, eventually girlfriend, was like, "Yeah, if things don't work out with my current boyfriend, I gotta try him out."
That's
I'm like,
you can't have that thought while in a
"Yeah, that is
relationship.
that is yeah, no, you can't have that thought
Relationship's
unless you,
over. You
like,
got it. That already is enough to like, hey,
that
maybe
should
I
have
should.
been it. Yeah, that should have been it right there, right? You
Yeah.
think was for her at least.
Because even
So,
if it's like, even if she doesn't then start something with you, it's like I can't be with somebody and just even think about other people like that.
right, I even told her, I was like, I sure hope you never say that about me with somebody else, like,
Yeah.
like, in a conversation with one of your friends, like, um, but yeah, like, that. I mean, that just goes to show, like, that connection was always, uh, and it really, like, when we broke up, it legit felt like withdrawal symptoms,
Mm.
like how people describe withdrawal symptoms. And I've heard people who have both been really in love and been addicted say they feel very similar,
Mm.
like having to go cold turkey on something that you, because essentially that's what it is. That's what, if you're seeing this person all the time, you're talking to them every single day, and then it's just silence. And that's it. It feels like something is not where it's supposed to be. It feels like something is just not right. Um, I don't get that feeling anymore, thankfully. But yeah, sometimes I do wonder if I'm like fully over it because I do think about it more often than I'd like to. I think, um, and it doesn't really hurt like it used to. It's just more of
Damn.
like, did I catch lightning in a bottle, and is that ever going to happen again? Like, I can't confidently say yes. You know what I mean? And again, I won't know until I try. But it's
Mhm.
like I frankly like I'm not in a position right now where you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's not fair to my future partners that they're going to be compared to her. But it's like as it stands right now, that is like inevitably what is going to happen in my next relationship. Is that at the very least the next one, it's gonna be like this doesn't feel like this did, or this isn't like this one. And like not in terms of like the person. I don't want to date somebody because then that would just feel like I'm just trying to recapture the same. But in the sense of like if that feeling of like what love really feels like is not there, and it's not there quickly because it was there quickly. That's I mean, and that maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be every time, but it's like how long do I have to wait? If for for that to be there with somebody else, and it's just like I don't know that I really want to do that like right now. So yeah, long. I give the long answer there about first time I really felt, but that's that's what it is. That's what it.
Mm. No, that was great. I mean, you really just bore it all out, and like talking through those things. I mean, that helps a lot usually. I think we're frozen. Oh, because I'm trying to delete some file. There we go.
Mm. Okay, we're good now.
Yeah, yeah, we got a little
Good now.
frozen, but yeah, that was, kind of beautiful. Just being able to really share it all out there. Um, and I'd imagine talking it all out just sure it brings up some of those emotions again, but also helps go through them again.
Yeah, I think so. Hope so. Yes.
The next question is tell the story of your worst broken heart. Is that tie into
Yeah,
that previous
I think we
story?
just cleared the yeah we did a 3-in-1 there at least. Yeah, there it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
Is there a Bowie on the bed? There is a
yeah.
Bowie. Hi, Bowie. You gonna cuddle with your sister?
And that does end the questions on dating and relationships. We do have questions about career. I feel like these ones would actually go through a lot quicker.
Yeah, I don't
'Cause
give a fuck about these. We speed
yeah,
through these.
tell the story of your first real job. In parentheses, real job. For me, it was Whataburger. I would say the highlight of that is meeting my friend Richard, who's another one of my best friends. He's the one who just done all my tattoos. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
good character, but everybody needs to work a shitty job. Everybody got to work a shitty job at some point.
I wouldn't say Lowe's was my first real job because it was part time, and I was like the shopping cart guy.
No,
I
that's
guess
what
my
I think
first.
of. Like
Well,
you.
I think when it says real, it means like
Well,
job job.
see, to me,
I don't
real is just like grown man
like
job is different from like real job could still be like part
like you're
time. Like
legally employed.
yeah,
Okay, I
that's
guess.
how I take that.
I met quite a few friends at Lowe's. I met my friend John, who made the cheesecake I was talking about earlier, who I've been watching Young Justice with.
Real one.
My friend Leandre, who was already friends with John. My friend Brianna. Um, my friend Nate. The whole gang really that I hang out with at the mall at Lowe's. And nobody works at the Lowe's anymore. Nate was the last soldier to fall. He got fired, I think, last year. Um, Leandre got fired at one point, and I think John, Bree, and I all left of our own volition. But yeah, great people for the most part, except for the outside garden employees. I never want to see any of them again. Laziest bastards you've never seen in your life. There would be 6 of them working in a single day. It doesn't matter. You still couldn't find any of them. They were never visible. They were. I even one day I saw a couple of them like hanging around back, and I went to just go talk to them, and they said, "Oh, by the way, this is our hidey hole." What do you mean? And they're like, This is a blind spot between that camera right there and that camera right there. They cannot see this spot right here. So we hang out right here. Like this is where y'all are hiding all the time when people are asking me to help people load mulch because none of y'all are visible and able to help. Yep. This is where we are. So yeah. No, that was Lowe's though. Funniest thing that would happen was when we would catch people stealing and they would do it at the end of the day and they were like not discreet about it at all. So it was just like, pretty much everybody would gather around to see how this was going to end. So I was, Bowie, what are you doing, buddy? He didn't. We can move on.
How do you define success?
Fuck, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, I was gonna say just happiness. And if it's in a career sense, just being able to not only survive but be comfortable. Don't need anything too extra on top of that. What were your ambitions when you began your career? Mine was being able to make enough money to fucking live on my own.
Yep.
That's
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Mostly the same with me. When I began working in my line of work, it was to save up so I could get my place. So yeah, living on my own.
And then the final question for this category is: how important was career success to you? Not that much. Like I obviously, like I said, want to be comfortable in life, but other than that,
any motivation I have for my job stems entirely from how it can benefit me outside of my job.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like career oriented assess of like, oh, I want to brag about my success at work.
Yeah.
No, I hate talking about my job. I don't give a fuck about my job outside of my job.
Yeah.
I'll handle my business when I'm there because that's what I get paid to do.
Same.
But when I'm not there, like I don't think about that. No, I go when I'm supposed to go, and I'll do what I need to do, and I'll go above and beyond if I need.
I like ragging on my coworkers for being fucking weirdos. But that's
Absolutely.
it. That's like the extent of me thinking outside of my job.
Yeah.
Like if I stopped working there, I'm not talking to any of those people except for like one guy I talk about Pokemon cards with.
I got some good people, a couple of good people where I work that certainly I would want to maintain a relationship with after the fact. But there's nobody really my age where I work, so it's like I haven't really met like friends like at my job. Cause most people, the average, like the median age where I work is probably like it's a bunch of like 1/3 or like 1/4 or something of the people that work where I work are like either at retirement age or 5 years away.
Yeah, same here. My closest coworker is my direct partner is 73 years old. He is 50 years older than me.
Yeah.
And he says some outdated stuff every now and then.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody that I work with is old enough to at least be my father. For the most part, everybody that I have like immediate. The only coworker who's like somewhat my age, I got a coworker who's like 28, 29. I think he just turned 29.
That's like the age of the guy I talk about Pokemon cards with.
We chop it up about football. He's a Jets fan, so we're kind of suffering together right now. And he's a baseball guy too, so we talk about baseball. We talk about a little bit of basketball, but not as much. He's mostly a baseball and football guy. Except he's a Yankees fan though, which is unfortunate. So he's the devil. But yeah, sometimes I feel like when I talk to him about football, he's not as engaged, and I'm wondering if he just like wait for me to stop talking, walk away. But the minute I transition to baseball, he locks in. So it's like I think he likes football and he's very knowledgeable about football. I do think he likes baseball, or at least he likes talking about baseball, because or maybe it's just because it's the off season now and there's like more shit to talk about, because we've been talking about like, because the Mets have money and the Yankees have money and they're both in New York, so it's like whenever somebody's like on the block, it's like possible destinations. Yeah, Yankees and Mets are always going to be named, so it's like, he'd be asking he was asking me like what package I thought the Mets should put together for Tarek Skubal, and so I gave him my answer, which is basically like any prospect except Nolan McLean. I do not want to trade Nolan. I'm too attached. Frankly, I wouldn't want to trade Jonah Tong either, although he'd probably have to be a deal. I'm fine Brandon Sproat, rest now, brother. We have the watch. I'll see you in Valhalla if they want to trade him. That's fine with me. But yeah, we can move on though.
All right, questions for fun. This is the final little batch of
Thank
questions
goodness.
here. What was your most embarrassing moment? Different than the virginity one, throwing up in front of a different girl. That one was not outside of the car. That one was on to myself. She was not overly cool about it.
Oh,
I know because we worked together. I know she at least told someone about it that I wouldn't have told.
that was not very nice of her.
No.
And you deserve better, Franklin. You dodged a
Right.
bullet.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a whole lot of other shit with that girl. I remember that was a whole saga.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember. Mean lady. That was
Very.
that was a thing for a while. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a long developing.
Yes.
Not embarrassing for me necessarily. I've been thrown up on while getting head. I think I've told that story on this pod before.
Yeah.
I've been thrown
You're
up
just
on
fucking bragging. Just fucking
I don't think
brag.
there's anything to brag about getting thrown up on while getting my dick sucked.
You could definitely spin that into a brag.
Oh, man, I'm so big. I
Yeah.
made her throw up. No,
Yeah.
no, I had just cooked a little bit ago, and he had just eaten. Well, we've talked about dick size before.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think I gotta say, like, I'm happy, but I ain't like. I'm not gonna ask
I'm
for
not
more,
happy.
but I'm not slanging that thing around. I'm not hauling around a third leg out here. I got plenty enough to work with. It's always got the.
Yeah, I'm not happy. just a little more though. Like I'm close to happiness, but just not there.
I did check because this phone is 6.7 inches. So I did check the other day. I'm like, what did it look like next to the phone? And I look, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can. We're good. We're still good. Even though I knew what the size was already, I'm still see it next. I'm like, all right, we're good.
I've never measured. I'm too scared. Like there's not a world. I don't want to know.
Fair enough.
I don't want to know.
That's fine. That's fine. You might be happier not knowing.
100%.
Once you assign a number to it, then it becomes comparative.
Yeah.
It's like
Uh,
focus on the merit of its achievements. The first time you had sex, you had a girl riding on it till you made a girl come, so it gets the job.
that was really that was a real team effort.
Yeah, but still, you got the job. It got the job done.
True. That's a great point.
Yeah, it's about the motion in the ocean. Ultimately, lesbians do it with their fucking fingers, and so do us when we decide to use a finger. But like, my finger ain't that long, and I don't go all the way usually all the way in there. I got like the spot that I.
All right. Did you ever have a wardrobe malfunction? I know I have. I know that when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, I dressed up as Sheldon for Halloween, and I remember I tore a hole in my pants right on the crotch. And
happened to me at work. Slutty pants.
I've had a couple of tears in my jeans at work, little holes there. But that one, and I just remember I feel a drag. I think I was home already, so I don't think this happened. I was like, oh, I feel a bit of a drag. I was like, and looking back from how I remember feeling, I was like, was I wearing underwear? I might not have been wearing underwear. But I was like, good thing. I guess it happened at home, thankfully. But I feel like I wasn't wearing underwear, and I just had a hole on my fucking balls.
Yeah. I've had a tear, huge tear in my pants recently. This was a few months back. This was it was earlier this year. It was my 5-inch shorts, my slutty shorts.
Mm-hmm.
My green ones too. They were the fun ones. So I have another pair that's in brown, but I like the green ones better. It was more fun. It was a very nice shade of green. Tore completely down the middle, just done. It was cooked beyond belief.
That fat cock of yours. It just
and it happened. Well, this fat ass of mine too is fucking a honking caboose I got, and it happened at work. So here I was with a big old. I just had to make sure not to tear it even further, and then once I got home, was it. Just rest in peace, that pair of pants.
Oh, what is your favorite joke?
Okay. This is one that I like in the car with friends. You see those people who are all the way in the left lane, and then they realize, oh shit, my exit's right here, and then they go all the way over.
Yes.
I have one. I don't remember where I heard this, but I liked it, so I stole it and sang it ever since. In fact, it even came up in conversation with John and I last night, and I'll tell that in a second. But it's my favorite joke is that a good driver
Yeah.
will
Oh,
sometimes
yeah. You
miss
said.
their exit, but a bad driver will never miss their exit. And that I guess John was taking Leandre home from Halloween Horror Nights last month, and Leandre was crossfaded in John's car, and I guess they saw somebody do that in front of them, and Leandre goes, "Huh, he's a bad driver because he made his exit." And John was like, "The fuck are you talking about, man?" He's like, "You know the thing Jacob always says." So good. I'm glad that got referenced even with me not being present. But yeah. I'm a very big fan of the good driver will sometimes miss their exit. Bad driver.
My
But
favorite joke. 6'7".
brother, oh this was like 2 days ago. I was on my computer, was in VC with some friends, and I said 6'7", and not half a second later, my PC just shut off. I feel like it was like divine punishment for for me saying the joke. And then I shared this with John yesterday, and then John told me he was like, one time I was in VC, and I think I said something to piss my friend off, and he goes, "Oh yeah, watch this," and then his PC immediately blue screen, and like he took a picture of it, immediately sent it. He was like, "Dude, oh, did Dirk just blast ass?"
Disgusting.
God
Disgusting.
damn. Whew. Dirk, you need to go outside, buddy.
Yeah. We got one more question after this, and then that's all the questions, and we're done. My favorite joke. I mean, right now, it's all time. I don't know. I don't have any. There's got to be something. There's probably something like a movie I watch consistently that when a scene like something happens in, I probably say the same fucking joke every time. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Yeah, like I do that with shit all the time. Like when
Yeah.
we were watching Young Justice last night, and Granny Goodness goes like, she's like, "Bear witness," and so I'm like, "Forefathers, one and all, bear witness." You ever played Elden Ring?
No.
That's how the second phase of the first boss fight
Mm.
goes. That's what he says when he's like, when he gets into his second phase. That's what he said. And John's played a shit ton of Elden Ring, so he knows that. And he said he was even thinking the same. Like, yeah, I reference any chance I have to reference something that I know the person watching the show or movie with me has seen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gotta let that off.
Gotta let it fly. 100%.
Final question. Who is your secret movie crush? Secret makes an interesting twist to it.
I have a secret.
Because I don't really have any I don't even have any strong movie crushes to begin with.
Right. So I'm thinking like one that I'm more low key about.
Yeah, especially ones, because the only ones I can think of movie crushes in general, it's like some of the most famous and agreed upon movie crushes. I can't think of like a...
Like, I'm not gonna say like Anne Hathaway Catwoman, because like no shit.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna say in Megan Fox Transformers, or
Ooh no.
fucking why am I blanking on her name?
Can we do animated characters too?
Well, I feel like that's I feel like that's an easier like secret one, because it's like, oh, it's not even a real
Right.
person type shit.
Right. Like everybody's gonna say like, you know, the mom from Incredibles, right? But, like,
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit.
right, but like a more low key one. Oh, you know what? You know what? Magan when she's bald.
God, when she's bald, it's all.
I'll
Well,
fucking.
I feel like
You know what I mean?
this is a popular one already, but like a Saj Ventress. I remember little kid me.
100%. I'm handling it.
I
I'm
definitely
handling
looked up porn for
Oh, word.
that when I was too young to be looking that type of stuff up.
Star Wars aliens are hot. Like, there's
Yeah,
a reason the Twi'leks canonically are like sex slave. So
yeah,
Twi'leks are actually hot.
yeah. I can't think. I just can't
Not
think
that
of
I
a
get the
single one.
slavery aspect of it, but I get why they're
Yeah.
sought after.
Okay. I'm gonna let Dirk out, and then we'll quickly do top three. What we've been on at lightning speed.
Yeah, we'll handle it.
Ooh.
That has been a very long episode. That ass is. It's been such a good one though. I feel like, for 100, episode 100, it's really just been the two of us, just kind of, sharing shit, about ourselves. It's awesome. Really I do feel like I learned something new about him every week. And he's a good dude, unfathomably good dude, just a pure soul. I just love him to death. I said so many awful things about you while you were gone.
I know you said some gay shit.
I can't wait for you to watch that back and see the transition from what I said to me saying I said awful things.
I don't watch
But-
these back.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? What's the timestamp on the recording right now?
2:26, 30 seconds.
Okay. So I'm gonna make sure you watch that back at 2:20.
All right. All right. Top three of the week. Memories of each other or with each other.
Yes, sir. So some of these are a bit more broad, just because we haven't been able to make in-person memory in a long time,
Yes.
and we
That's
probably
why.
didn't hang out as much as we should have before I moved away.
Absolutely.
So it's like, plus I do feel like we became much better friends after I moved away in the first place.
Also,
Like,
totally agree.
yeah. So it's like physical, tangible memories of us hanging out.
I only have one.
obviously I have. Right.
Well, I mean, there's
like,
more,
when we were.
but I have like one.
I have broad ones, but specifically, of course, the last time, when you gave a visit. But as far as more like broad stroke stuff goes, in sophomore year of high school, on uniform day in ROTC, and we show up to chemistry class, fitted the fuck up, and we had that shit on. We were feel like we really you look good. You look
Thank
good. You were handsome.
Thank
Real
you.
handsome. So that's number 3 right there. I do think very vivid memories of what you looked like in uniform. That ass was popping.
That's perfect, baby.
Yep. Clean shaven. Very handsome. Very sharp. Yeah. Beautiful, man.
Okay, my number 3. I was trying to find it. I can't remember what I said exactly. Oh my god, what did I? Because it's in the group chat. My account had gotten hacked, like taken over.
You motherfucker.
Is that what I said?
I think it was. No, you said you son of a bitch. That's what you said.
You son of a
You
bitch.
son of a bitch.
You son of a
if I can find
bitch.
Let me see if I can.
When I look up "you son of a bitch," the only thing is you quoting it.
Okay, well, it's me quoting it, so at least that works. Let me see this time. Let me see if I can find it when I search.
Which is funny. Like, actually, when this got referenced is also when we were having a conversation about my number 2 favorite moment memory.
Yeah.
That's funny that they overlap like that. Damn, what did I say?
If I had to choose between my wife and keeping Luka on the Mavs, catch me at my lawyer's office prepping divorce. That's a Hall of Fame quote right there from Mr. Cuban.
And it just gets worse.
Brayden subplot. Yeah, I can't find the original. Gabe probably would be able to because the account that I had, that account no longer exists. The one that I had when I was in the chat when this happened.
Yeah.
But
gosh. Man, I really...
Yeah, no, it's not.
But anyways, yeah, my account had gotten taken over, and like they shared something into our group chat. I had another account that was in that group chat, so I just responded. I was like, "You bitch," something like that. And it's something that had just had like lived on in the group chat to an extent of like,
yeah,
that's like a hey, remember when this happened? Like that's like a one we kind of go back to every now and then. Like I said,
yeah.
funnily enough, when I saw my number 2 moment, which is also something in the group chat, when that moment happened, this third moment got referenced immediately after.
Yep.
Just cause,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Because the funniest
Those are
like
top 2 moments in the group chat.
the funniest like reaction image to something someone said is my number 2, which we'll get into in a second. But your number 2
was that Brayden subplot?
We'll get there in a second.
Okay.
We'll get there in a second.
Number 2, previously mentioned on the pod, chopping it up at the bus loop, spitting the worst takes you've ever seen in your life.
Yes, if we're doing whole
like physical memories of us like
that
talking.
and just being able to like all encompassing like moments of like a consistent pattern, like that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's definitely up there.
Yeah, every day before the 2018 season, just chopping it up at the bus loop, talking some bullshit. It was fun. It was good. Bold prediction.
Bold prediction. Oh my
you'd
god.
walk up to the circle, you'd be like,
Bold
prediction. You wouldn't even
prediction.
say hi to nobody. Bold prediction.
It was one motherfucker that would do that.
No. Yeah, but I mean, you is like the formal, like the collective you, and it was me. It was me. I did that. I'd walk right in.
Motherfuckers would do this. I'm motherfuckers.
It's me. I'm motherfuckers. I'd walk right up and I'd be like,
bold prediction.
Wouldn't even say hi. I'd be like, start the conversation up. Bold prediction. And then I'd give the worst take. I don't remember a single one of my takes other than the Mahomes, because that was awesome. But I'm sure I had plenty of awful. Never got real. So I don't. So I can just say I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Yep. Your number 2.
So my number 2 is connected to like the worst day of my life.
Yep.
My number 2 is connected to the Luka Doncic trade. Famously, I was asleep when this trade happened and had to wake up to everything.
You had how many messages?
My phone was blown the fuck up. People I hadn't talked to in years reached out to
Isai, right? Isai reached out to you.
I don't know. I can't remember if Isai reached out. A friend, Abraham from like that era of time. He was a Spurs fan. He reached out. Just so many messages. Like friends of my sister who I knew had texted me like, "Yo, bro, this is crazy. How are you feeling?" And waking up to that was the craziest feeling because I'm just like, I'm waking up, so I'm like, this is a dream. What the fuck is happening? You're not even
up yet. You're just like, oh, what?
I'm just scrolling. What? But I genuinely like I think the funniest thing ever was sent into the group chat just because it hit at that moment, and it came from you. You said, Gabe playing Persona, you crossfaded at a party, Brayden subplot, and it's the fucking like SpongeBob in the fucking like back rooms.
Brayden subplot.
Yeah,
dude. People, I was at a party, and I was both drunk and high at this party, and I still very vividly remember people around me all with their phones out going, Luka Doncic just got traded. Yo, the Mavs just traded Luke. Like it was all around. Like this was the fucking shot heard around the world. Like I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. And I was looking at the
This
trade
this
details.
was your comparison. This is like if the Commanders had included Jaden Daniels in the Lattimore trade.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
looking true
basically.
because Anthony Davis has done nothing for the Mavs.
The funniest thing anybody said when that happened was like, Luka Doncic is so good, we're treating Anthony Davis like he's Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah.
Which, in all fairness, that's probably he's been about as productive for the Mavs as Hassan Whiteside would. This was the vision all along. This was Nico Harrison. Just you guys will trust in my vision. When you have to blow up a contender just because you're bored. Yeah, that was the.
Yeah. But that's my number 2. You're number 1.
I think we have the same number 1.
I would assume so. This was a hype. We were hyped. Oh, we I don't think we have the same number 1.
Well, Mario. Well, you guys flying out in general.
It's from this trip. It is from
Okay.
that trip, but I guess we do. Although yours is a great one too.
It is generally just the Mario Party because that was like the last hurrah because that was like the night before you guys had to fly home, so it was like that's the last thing we got together.
That's a
Had
better
ton
one.
of fun.
That is a better one than what I have.
What was yours?
Mine, and I think peak excitement, but it was just way shorter of a time. Was we were watching Chiefs Bills, and that Josh Allen
yeah.
touchdown run. I think it was on
Oh
like
my
4th
God.
down. We were like, that's his MVP
Yeah.
moment. We got up. We were
Yep.
yelling like we always
Yep.
talk about football, but this is like the only fucking time the 3 of us were there watching a game together, and just a hyped fucking moment happened. Although I think over like full enjoyment, the Mario Party like that is better.
Yeah.
But like peak,
But yeah, in terms of peak individual
Absolute
moment,
peak.
that Josh Allen touchdown run.
and like
yeah,
if
I
you took a
remember very-
picture, the best picture probably would be during that moment instead of
Yeah.
just getting fucking nuts to my face every mini game you win. Boom, boom. Yeah, I wouldn't like that picture as much.
Yeah, no, we did. Yeah, that was the Josh Allen fourth. That's great. The us getting food while Nick Westbrook-Akine scoring like a 97-yard touchdown. Unfortunate we had to miss that one.
Yeah.
Cause we came back from Publix and that had already happened. I'm like, how did we get 7 on the board? And I looked at it, I'm like, you're fucking kidding. I missed this, but oh no, was it 99? It might have been 99. Might have been 99 yards. I don't remember. It was a lot. It was 90 something. A lot of fucking yards. That NWI touchdown. The Dolphins about free my man NWI. The Dolphins have not utilized him at all this year. Free him. Cam Ward would love NWI right now. In my opinion. What are you smiling at?
Nothing. Sorry.
Um,
Sorry,
wanna do,
somebody was watching a movie and they like it has one of your celebrity crushes in it, and I was like, "Who do you think one of my celebrity crushes is?" And they were like Hayden Christensen, and I was like, "You know what?
fairs.
That's valid." And they
Fairs.
and then they responded with like MHM, and I did like the asterisks like to correct, and I put MLM.
man loving man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to do what we've on?
Yeah, I'll kick us off. I watched
good.
Twilight for the first time.
How'd it go?
Solid. I know I fell asleep for a tiny bit during it. Like during I guess the hop on spider monkey part. I guess I missed that part.
It's probably fine.
But I got
probably
I
okay.
got to see the part I wanted the most, where he's just like, "Say it, vampire." Like I got to see that scene. It's the skin of a killer, and he's just fucking sparkling.
Did you like the football scene where the guy's throwing the worst passes you've ever seen in your entire life?
I saw them play baseball.
The baseball scene's incredible, but no, the football scene was like high school practice. It wasn't one of the vampires playing. I was just a student at school. I haven't seen those movies in forever. I just thought vampires were.
Yeah. Yeah. So I said okay. So I did that. I'm trying to think what else I had seen. Oh, the newest episode of Smiling Friends.
I have not seen.
Oh,
Plan watching it this evening. I'll watch it as soon as we're done. I was just thinking about that
this shouldn't.
because I watched Young Justice. I didn't get to watch.
This might be a slight tease, but I just want to ask you, like, have you ever watched The Smurfs or?
Yeah, I've seen the Smurfs.
Okay. You'll probably a little influence.
Word.
Yeah, and then let's see, because I had also been rewatching old Smiling Friend episodes while that was happening. Watched episodes with a friend. Man, there's gonna be a lot more to talk about once the fucking Christmas movies start getting watched. Be a shit ton to
we
talk
can
about.
Say we
yes.
watched. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely like just blanking on stuff. Fuck it. I guess it's all I can think of off the top of my head. What you been on?
Word. Let's see. Been on that. Young Justice. I watched some more season. So I'm almost done with it. John pointed this out to me last night. All of the first letter of every episode in season 3 spells out "prepare the anti-life" when you read them all out together. So.
Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry.
Okay. As John was telling me, like when he first started watching the show on HBO Max, and like he was watching it as the episodes were coming out, and he was like, by the time it got to anti, it registered to him what the episodes were spelling. He lost his fun. But yeah, great season. I do like the new characters. I definitely prefer the ones we had in season 1 and 2, and I'm glad season 4 focuses on those again because, like, look, like Brayden is cool. Like, I like Halo. Like, Forager's fun. Like, I want more Nightwing on my screen.
Although season 3 focused on Nightwing pretty solidly.
Initially, yeah. For the first half, you got a lot of Nightwing, but like. And you do get some Superboy and Magan in there too, and I like Superboy is probably my favorite character in the show.
Superboy's great.
The growth he has from his first appearance to like at this point,
spectacular.
God, he's fucking awesome.
Magan, on the other hand,
he is a true like be strong enough to be gentle type kind of guy by the time he arc. So, and I like his relationship with Magan too, like how it evolves. I think it's. They're awesome. What?
Magan, and I don't know. Magan.
She gets better. He gets better. As the show goes.
I don't know if they address her enough, like going into his mind. I don't know if they reconciled enough with that.
I think it's implied that more happened off screen. But
I need to see that. Because I need to see that.
Right, that's what I agree. Like, there might have been a tie-in comic for that. Because I know they did tie-in comics for season 2. I don't know. But
I don't know. But
fuck,
when Connor just looks back, I think this was season 2. Well, I know it was season 2, but when Connor just looks back, he's like, "Don't you know what that touch meant to me?" Oh, bruh.
Yeah, no, I was choked up. I was going through it.
Bro. Dude, I can't wait for you to get to season 4. There's a moment I can't wait to see. And it's actually it's not actually related to the relationship, but this is like, I'm just thinking of this just in terms of like your reaction to stuff. Oh my God, I can't wait for that.
I can't wait to get to season 4 because I know there's more Bart in it. We've had hardly any Bart in season 3. And I know he takes the Kid Flash role like on screen because like, yeah, he's Kid Flash in season 3, but you don't see him on screen like you saw Kid Flash in season 1. So like, I'm excited for more Bart in season 2. Do love me some Bart. Very excited. I have 2-3 episodes left of season 3, and then it's on to season 4. So, very excited. Yeah.
I still need a season 5.
I like when Aqualad and his boyfriend went up to the surface, and his boyfriend was like talking about how breathing was unnatural because it's like all this sucking and blowing. I'm like, don't tell me you don't know that. Like,
well, they make a joke. Like, that's part of the joke. It's like they're like one of them says something.
Be so fucking for real. Don't tell me you don't know it. But nah, great. Yeah, just a phenomenal show overall. Season 3 is definitely, I think, the weakest of the
Sure.
bunch so far, but it's still really good. Like I'm invested. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
And I've been told season 4 is better than season 3.
People
So
really overhate season 3.
it's really good.
They talk
It's
about it
still
like
really
it's like it's bad television. I'm like, it's not
No.
that. Sure,
it's
it's not
ridiculous.
as good as the other 2 seasons.
No,
It's
but
still
season 1
good.
and season 2 are like,
They're so good.
well, that's like top shelf.
I hate,
stuff.
and people also like, they also underrate season 2 a little bit because they're like the time jump ruined it, and they just like I feel like the time jump happens and so many people were just so turned off. I just think they didn't give it a good enough chance.
I think you do have to get through the first couple in terms of like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But the show tells you. The show clues you in as you go on.
What
Hey,
you need to
here's-
know, you will know.
Right. They drip feed you all the extra stuff. They give you the essentials early on. So eventually all is revealed, and it's revealed in the way, like you said, the scene where, like, don't you know what that touch meant to me? Like, if we had gotten that in episode 1, it wouldn't have hit nearly as hard as getting it
And
in the season.
and people are like, oh, I wanted to see Dick Grayson become Nightwing, and like, and
We kind of did,
and I think
though.
I think that the therapy session scene between him and
with Black Canary.
that's it.
Like,
Y'all saw it. That's the scene.
that's when he says, I don't want to be Batman anymore. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to be the Batman
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, that was it. Like, that's
It's like we saw.
that's when he. Yeah, that was the bit right there. Plus, we've seen it before. I don't need to see it every time. It's the same thing. Like, I don't need to see Uncle Ben die every time we get a new Spider-Man story. I don't, frankly.
I do.
I don't need to see it.
Kill that fucking old man in front of me now.
Now, we didn't get it in the MCU, and we didn't get it in the Spider-Man video game. So, like, if the next major Spider-Man adaptation we get, we see it again, that's fine. We've gone a couple without it.
Especially because that's probably going to be a minute. Because
right. So if we get it some other point, yeah, I'm down, sure. But
we probably got another Tom Holland trilogy on our hands.
Yeah,
which I'm down for.
Yeah. I need broke college Spider-Man. Need it now.
We're getting it.
Suffering builds character. That's just Peter Parker's, like, that's the cycle. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Peter Parker cycle. Sorry, do you have anything else as far as what you?
No, I'm good.
I don't know that I have anything besides Young Shit. Oh no, I heard the new De La Soul album because I know Gabe said it was really good. Because his verdict was Unk still got it, and he was correct. That whole album was the unction. Like, De La Soul's been around since 1987. They had Nas on that album. They had Common on that album. Q-Tip, Black Thought, Killer Mike, some others. Mostly New York guys, of course. Yeah, really good album. Really good hip-hop album. I was very, very pleased. It's definitely in my my topster for the top 25 of this year, which I need to update. I haven't updated in a couple months. Like, the 25 best albums. Because I actually do have an actual list now. So I haven't updated it in a minute, but that's probably on there. It was really good. I had a really good time with it. Other than that, I don't think there's much else. It's about to be a new Smiling Friends episode as soon as we're done, which can be now. I mean, I think I'm done with what I've been on. I think that's it.
Cool. Yeah, 100 fucking episodes in the book. Here's to 100 more. Yeah, really get into really just fucking showcase who we are, like, in all levels. Just getting real deep on the episode. Yeah, this was a great episode. It really turned out really well for the 100th episode. Almost 3 hours. Fuck, dude, almost 3 hours. It's insane.
It's been a while since we've done one like this. Yeah,
we hadn't done like that since the fucking beginning. Yeah. So that was, this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe, comment anything down below, and as always, keep gaming and fuck Nico Harrison.